Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling.
Hey Daddy, this a dollar beat.
BoxingVoice.com.
No matter what nobody say, man, spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar over. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Friday morning edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Good morning. Good morning. Hopefully you're having a good day. We're going to start this one off right. We got a good topic too, man. Shout out to YSM Media that got an interview with Bozy Ennis. And, like Robert Garcia, when we interviewed him and asked him would he be interested in training Errol Spence, Bozy also said he's interested and said he sent the message. So we'll play that audio, and we're going to be talking about that. As well as playing some audio from the press conference and the fact that Eddie Hearn is saying Richardson Hitchins is on the level of Devin Haney and Shakur. So that'll be something we discuss here, whether or not you guys believe that is accurate, and it looks like in that press conference, maybe Eddie Hearn told the media that Devin would be vacating the belt because he feels no one will be paying for the Sandor fight. But Devin took to social media and made it clear that he's not dropping the belt. He intends to not only defend it, but unify it and undispute it in the 140-pound division. And he reaffirmed that in his media workout not too long ago here, a couple days in Las Vegas. So this is what we're talking about. We want your thoughts. Do you think Hearn is just selling Richardson Hitchens, or is he going to show us he is on that Haney Shakur level when it comes to elite skill? And what are your thoughts on Bozy Ennis wanting to train Errol Spence? How's that matchup sound for you? Do you think it would be a good union for the two of those to get together, link up? This is what we're talking about. So if you're watching us on YouTube, you know what to do. It's time to smash the thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. It's going to put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans that don't know we rocking out. Don't know we rocking out multiple times a day. Now, this week has been a little off week. Obviously, I got my daughter in, but we going to do our best. Let's see here. So, yeah, man, I like the Bozy Ennis and Errol Spence possibilities, man. I would like to see what that looks like, though, because, training with Bozy right? It just reminds me of the movie Rocky, right? Where like you gotta go back to the gritty streets of Philadelphia, back to the hood, no more of the fancy smashy because and I'm not saying Earl had that. He started out in DeSoto over there at R&R Boxing Club, and then they didn't relocate until Derek got his own private facility. But certainly for Earl, the big fish, people were saying he had Derek James's 10% around his neck in that new chain. He's going to have to go to the dungeon. He's going to have to be in the gritty streets of Philly, and it's going to take him back kind of just like the movie. I don't know. What do you think, Danny? I mean, for me, movies make me believe, man. And Rocky, he's in the Hall of Fame for a motherfucking reason, okay? Ooh, I wasn't supposed to curse, but look, he's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. I don't know. Does it give you Rocky vibes if Earl links up with Bozy and has to train in Philly? Because Bozy's never relocated.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, wow. You're a hater.
I mean, you're just
what
saying that
vibes does
because
it
that's
give
the
you?
that's the famous boxing movie made in that city, but I mean, there's nothing that gives me Rocky vibes from the former unified champ being able to headline
Bro,
pay-per-views in stadiums.
did you
Like,
not watch the movie? Like Rocky
yeah,
made it to like superstardom, and then it's like, yo, Apollo he had to link back with Apollo. Like, yo, come on, man, you lost your way. Like, and they took him to Philly to get back gritty. You don't remember? Or wherever Apollo.
was
Or
that
am I
like
saying the
three or
story? But
four?
yeah, no, it is that way. Apollo took him to maybe it ain't Philly. Maybe he took him to Detroit. I don't fucking know, but he took him somewhere. What you talking about? You don't remember that? Now you
Nah, champ. I
now you gonna
remember the
now you gonna just out the camera on me. Lord, terrible.
I got a call. What you want me to do?
Put it on Do
What you
Not
want me to do?
Disturb, maybe if you're
It
gonna
is
use
on
your
Do Not
phone.
Disturb. You know, the people
But
be
anyway, yeah,
calling
man.
numerous times.
In that movie, bro, that's when
But
him and
I'm saying
Apollo.
he started the movie as who, Ness? Part one, who is he? Who does he start the movie
Who, Rocky?
as? Yes.
He's an underdog. You know what I'm saying? An enforcer in the street turned boxer.
Right. He was trying to go collect, right?
Yeah, he's an
But
enforcer
wasn't
in
he
the
working
street.
for God? Yeah. So then I'm just saying, like, because of the start, you thinking of how he finished. I'm saying because of the start.
Nah, is that you
I'm
get into deep, like you going into every detail. The start don't gotta be that Earl has an amateur background and Rocky don't. The start is Earl started from the bottom and he made it to the top, just like Rocky started from the bottom and made it to the top. But when you get at the top, you lose your way. So getting with Bozy is the same part of the movie, but it's cool. You ain't see it. You ain't see it. People my age gonna relate. I guarantee you, more people be like, nah, I know what you're talking about, Ness. It's that scene where they bring Rocky and he's like doing the speed bag. Then they got him running
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
sand.
people in the chat saying that they was trying to get him light on his feet.
Yeah. And what do they call Earl? Flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but it's not about that. It's not about that. It was just like, oh shit, it was a
Yeah,
coincidence in the movie.
he took him to L.A., which
Okay, which is not Philly. Okay, there you go. Because they was running on the beach, but I know,
uh,
maybe they
no,
went to Atlantic
and wasn't
City.
wasn't that like the whole, like in one of the creeds, like, oh, your father brought me here, and
Yeah.
because they were in L.A. for it too, right?
I ain't know it was LA. That shit's on everything. But look, it's still good
It,
though.
the most
I
recent one,
like the
champ,
hookup.
just like number 3, they did the same thing.
Nah,
The
I
first
hear
two
you.
was in Philly. The third one, just like the third Rocky, go to L.A. He a
Um,
star now.
I still like the hookup. Like, off bat, do I feel like Robert Garcia and Earl would make a great union? Yeah.
So let me ask you this, just because you brought it up, and I can't help myself. I just can't. You brought it up.
What?
So in this scenario, and I thought this was ultimately where you were leading with it, but in this scenario where Spence trains with Bozy, right?
Yeah.
Just like Rocky 3, are they gonna have the infamous match in the gym when nobody's looking?
You know they gonna spar. You know
No,
they
no, no,
gonna
no, no, no,
spar.
no, 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 no. That's not what I asked. And that's a very big if.
Nah, they sparring.
Um,
You
bro, I mean,
crazy.
no,
Jerron's
no,
out
no.
here sparring
I
Demond
can't tell you
Nicholson.
how
He ain't
many
gonna
times
spar Earl.
we've interviewed somebody. You've been like, oh, so you in the gym with so and so? How's that work?
Nah,
Oh,
listen, everybody
I can't.
know
Who is
Boot
it? Who your
spars
boys in
everybody.
Mexico? Who
All
your
right,
boys in
man. All
Mexico?
right.
That they out
I'm
like 3
optimistic, bro.
hours from
You
civilization.
ain't gonna bring me down. I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic. They gonna work together. That's the point. Why else go over there? You just gonna go for a trainer. You gotta go for the trainer and the work you could get. What did Robert say when he put his
Bro.
his advertisement out there? What he said to Earl? He said,
Alright.
I'm gonna
Never
get
mind.
Earl right and he
I'm
gonna
gonna
get the
just let
best
you be
work.
delusional, bro.
Hey,
'Cause
whatever. If optimism is
you don't
delusion to you,
wanna.
that's fine. Here goes some audio though. Shout out once again, YSM Media that did this interview with Bozy. Is it showing? It is not. Yo, that's they gotta fix that bug. I ain't really feeling that. All right, here we go. Little 15-second clip. Once again, shout out to YSM Media, Sports Media.
Oh, I love to train Errol Spence, man. You know what I mean? I already put the message out already. You know what I mean? Spence, come see me, man. You know you my man. You know what I mean? I got something for you, man. You know what I mean? We get this shit right and get them titles back. You know what I mean? You know? Oh, I love.
So obviously, short clip. They go into more depth, but just wanted to give you what you needed to hear is him saying it himself, him willing to train, just like Robert Garcia. So far, that I hear is just these two. If you were the manager, who you choosing?
For what? To train them?
Obviously.
I don't think that's a manager's decision.
All right, champ. We making it the manager's decision. You the manager. Who you choosing?
Well, in this hypothetical, because if I were a manager, I'd have worked for the fighter.
Oh, God, this fucking guy.
But nah, out of your two options, bro, probably Bozy.
Okay, why?
I
What you
just feel
like?
like
What you like?
I just feel like it suits his style. I think yeah, I mean, I think Bozy's hungry. I think he's hungry as a trainer. I mean, yo, my poor guy was just working Mack Truck Corner. I was watching him stressing out. Mack Truck wasn't listening to shit he was saying.
Word.
I think he's hungry. I mean, that's what it seemed like to me. I wasn't paying the most attention, but I think he's hungry as a trainer. I think just very knowledgeable, bro. A lot of things I feel like he could help Earl with. A lot of angle use, a lot of.
He felt like he said, because I don't want to keep screen sharing. He said basically like he wouldn't change anything. He would just add, and that defense is his specialty. Do you think that would work? I mean, Boots is a good rolling slipper. He's a showman with the
Yeah, I mean, I
defense.
think I think if you want defense, I think he's one of your guys.
And
I
that
think
helped
he's
for
one of your guys.
Fulton, right?
I think another thing we have to not discredit also is the fact that the quality of work they put in. I'm big on that. I've said it on this show. At the top, I feel like it matters more what you do in the gym than what you do in the ring. That being said, I've been to the dungeon. They doing the 4 minute, 4 minute, 30-second rest for they sparring rounds. Something that
I just think it's good. Like if you go to Roberts,
Mm-hmm.
you still the big fish. If you go to Bozy's, yeah, you the big fish, but it's arguable that you the big fish in that gym. And like you said, oh, they might not spar. Well, then you will never know if you are. You could wear the chain. They could call you that. But in that gym, that's Ennis gym. And I'm talking Javon. And he's put down big dudes in there. So, yeah, I like that better. It's like when Andy went to Canelo. You not the man. Canelo's the man. You follow suit. And it worked for him. He realized, bro, I'm not training like Canelo trains. The same thing happened with Ryan. And, yeah, man, I would like to see how that changes the psyche of Earl. It'll bring him back down to, again, ground zero. You feel me? And get him hungry again because he got that lion next to him. What, you don't think? No? I feel like that, while you digesting, I feel like that worked the same way for Laura, having both young Jermel and Jamal in camp with him. You know, he was always slightly older than them dudes. Look, by 8 years, because he's 40. They 32,
I mean,
right?
I feel like that situation was cool because at least Ronnie wasn't like they birth giver. I mean,
For sure.
you know, this one is just tough, and then like
He said they
I
birth
think
giver.
we're
What an
I'm just saying,
unusual name for father.
yeah, uh, and then we on different stances on it. Like you just swear they gonna be sparring and getting all this work in. I don't really feel that to be the case. You know, I think that most of the time it ain't the case when you got two of the top guys.
I hear what
You
you're
know what I'm
saying
saying?
because there's a conflict of interest if the fight ever happened. But, like, you know, Oscar got trained by Floyd, you know, and I know that was post-fight, right? Or was it before the same fight? I don't know, but by Floyd Sr. Uh, I'm just saying, you
I'm pretty
cannot
sure
go to
that was
Philly.
before they fought. No,
I don't know. You cannot go to Philly and not spar Boots. If you in and
no,
around his
I'm not
weight, like,
saying that they won't,
that shit
but
don't make sense.
you just making it seem like it's something that happens all the time, and like we hear it, bro. It's really not. Like I was bringing up boys in
Yeah,
Mexico.
but you
Like
forgetting how Earl is though. Earl is the same dude that went to Baltimore and sparred Lamont. Earl the same dude that went to Vegas and sparred Floyd. Like, it ain't gonna change, champ. He ain't about to change his MO, man. Like, he the big fish. And that mentality gonna remain, bro. I watched this man spar a heavyweight. Like, I don't think his mentality gonna change. They gonna have to hold him back from himself.
who was the biggest name you saw him for?
A heavyweight. It's a big name. Universally known.
He got a strap. Ever won a belt?
Super mega accolades. Like, fuck, bro. 12
No,
years
I
of
was just
accolades,
asking because I
probably.
mean you've been in camp with him, so it's like, bro, like if you just swearing by it, like, hey, I know this don't happen in boxing, but Earl is different, then hey,
Different in the sense that he spars big names, yeah. My man with these
bro,
phone calls, bro.
bro, what you want me to do, bro?
The do not disturb button. But let me
It's
get to
on
this
Do Not
audio.
Disturb.
Let me get to this audio of Eddie Hearn so we could talk this as well. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. This Eddie on Hitchens.
I think that Richardson talks a great game, and he truly believes it. You know, you get a lot of fighters in boxing who talk a great game. Do they really believe it? This is a guy with pedigree. Richardson Hitchins is a guy of the same mould as Devin Haney, of Shakur, of all these great USA boxing guys that came through over the years. He has a similar IQ. He has similar fundamentals. Lemos is just going to bring that rawness, that.
Let's stop it there, because that's, you know, what got my attention. And I'm kind of with Eddie, man. You know, I'm kind of with Eddie in the sense that these last two fights, you know, Hitchens has really separated himself. Bowser gave him zero trouble. Zepeda gave him zero trouble, which, you know, we seen a guy in Regis, two-time champ, have some trouble with Zepeda. I don't know much about Lemos, but I watched the press conference last night, and he certainly gives me typical Argentine vibes, you know. Marcos Maidana, with all the destruction he brought in the ring, was never a loudmouth. Lucas Matias, same thing. Can Lemos prove to be a puncher on that level or one of those type of Argentine dudes? He looks a lot like Diego Chavez, though. You know, I'm shocked nobody said that. He looks a lot like Diego. Let's hope that he's slightly above Diego, because Diego, you know, he was good, but just not good enough. Like, he lost to Keith, then he lost to Bradley, and he lost to Rios. And I know the Bradley fight was ugly, but he also got dirty in that fight. But yeah, he gives me certainly the Marcos and Lucas vibes. We'll see how good he does at cutting that ring off and, you know, implementing his game plan on the sharper, in my opinion, Hitchens. Like I said yesterday, I just don't, you know, that the way he's training, I don't know. He's going to have to prove it to me, and I want him to, you know, because I would love another name, another Marcos, another Lucas on the scene. We haven't had it in however long. You know, those dudes brought excitement to the division.
And, you know, the one name you haven't mentioned that he reminded me of, at least in person, and not because of the way he looked, definitely not because of the way he fight, but just the aura and the energy from him and his team. You know who he reminded me of?
Tell me.
Castaño.
Okay.
Castaño, going into that first Jamel fight, I was in San Antonio for it. It was just a level of confidence. Now, big difference. Their confidence was loud. Their confidence was, you know, obviously a little altercation broke out between Castaño's side and Jamel's side at that time. Nothing remotely close to that, but just that aura from him and his team. After the press conference, I'm getting ready to interview Hitchens in the hallway, and you know, they just like mean mugging them from like 10, 15 feet away. So they speak Spanish, right? Hitchens speak English, and he just looking at them like, man, what the fuck y'all looking at? And, you know, obviously, I'm sure they understood at least what he could have been saying, you know. But I was just watching them, bro. I'm like, y'all some cocky little fuckers, y'all. You feel me?
But the fighter was there, or just the team?
No, the fighter was there, but you know, he wasn't really saying too much. Nobody was really saying too much, but it was really just they just standing over there, grouped up, just staring at Hitchens.
Got a question for you. Do you know when he got into town?
Oh, that's a good question. I can find out today. I don't.
Damn.
I know Hitchens said he's been here for like 3 weeks, so
he's giving me Pitbull vibes too. Pitbull was like that for this Rolly press conference, final press conference. You know, very calm. He used the same quote: "I do my talking in the ring." You know, maybe I'm high off Pitbull's performance, and I'm hoping it translates into this week. But certainly getting them vibes. But let me get back to this.
Let's just say that Pitbull was the favorite going into the fight at the very least.
Oh, he was. Okay. I mean, I didn't check the line like that, bruv.
You didn't do no betting show?
I didn't do it.
Wow, this shit wasn't even close.
You haven't given me your picks in I don't know how long.
I mean, I usually give them on a betting show. I gotta wait for that to come on.
Yeah, you ain't been on a betting show in I don't know how long. But let me get to the rest of those audio.
Toughness. He's probably a little bit out of his depth. He's his first big fight outside of Argentina, but he's ranked the leading contender with the IBF. You know, he's earned this shot at a final eliminator. The winner fights the winner of Subriel Matias against Liam Paro. So for him, it's a golden opportunity. The style should suit Richardson. What I want to see.
What I want to talk about is that part, that the winner of this should get the winner of
Matias Paro. Yep.
Matias Paro. Do you think it plays out that way?
I do. Spoke to Richardson. Interview's gonna be out in a few. He made it clear on camera that he has no issue with the IBF rehydration.
So he don't gotta wait till Saturday to see how he feel, like he been saying.
He said that he's gonna make it for this fight and that it's not gonna be an issue. That it won't be an issue.
Yeah.
Did you know that they was doing it Saturday too?
Yeah.
I thought it was just title fight.
Nah, he's an eliminator. It's an eliminator.
So
And I
like
did
at
know.
what point do they make you start doing it?
What do you mean? The morning after, right?
No. I'm saying like if I ain't fighting for the belt, why the fuck am I doing it?
Nah, there's a belt on the line. I'm sure there's some sort of fucking something there.
Yo, if I ain't fighting for the real deal, why the fuck am I doing it?
Because it's their rules. It's their rules, and it's part of the
No,
eliminator.
no. I hear you. So now that's my question. So like, if we in the top 15, we gotta do it.
Oh, I mean, I just think that is, whoever's
If it's
up
an
next.
IBF sanctioned bout, we gotta do it.
No, I think it's whoever's up next. Remember that there's 2 vacants. So
And that's what I'm saying.
It's Richardson
and
number
that's what
3.
I'm saying, bro. Like they making them do it for an eliminator. When does that ever mean you're next? Like most of the time, it doesn't.
But it do with the IBF. They don't fuck around with their number ones. And in this instance, in this case, Sabril's the champ. Number 1 is vacant. Number 2 is vacant. Number 3 is Hitchens. So they got Gustavo approved because Bottle is already fighting the champion. Regis is, coming off a loss. Catterall, he didn't want to take the eliminator, so he don't get the shot. Remember, he backed out the eliminator with Hitchens. It was supposed to be Catterall Hitchens.
I'm not mad at it. I hope I ain't coming off that way. It was just like a simple like.
No.
Genuinely
I get it, but you got to understand that it rarely doesn't work out properly with the IBF mandatories.
I mean, no. I mean, I don't have a history book. You probably correct because the IBF is a lot more strict. History has shown us, but it's one of those things that I didn't know they had to do this Saturday before I interviewed Hitchens.
I only know because I've been listening to all his interviews, since the fight was announced.
So it's like, okay, cool. If y'all got to do it, who the fuck else?
I hear you, man. I hear you. But
because I just think of guys that have fought, 5 eliminators.
Yeah, but for other sanctionings, though.
For sure.
That's a WBC shit and a WBA type.
I hear you, bro, but unfortunately, they don't have as many relevant situations for us to think of. So we got to bring up other sanctioning bodies.
Yo, my analogy was good. B-Dog hates me, and he literally said it's a good analogy. And I'm scrolling old comments, so that's got to be for the Rocky shit. And Dan the Man on Boxing hit me.
Who is that?
B-Dog in the comments. And Dan the Man on Boxing hit me and said that it works, but it don't work because after the Club of Lane laws, Rocky rematched him. And Earl ain't rematching Crawford, let alone winning. In his words, not mine. So I don't know what happened. Nah, I know what happened.
Boy.
I think I know what happened. $10 super chat, first super chat of the day. Shout out James in Atlanta. He says, so you feel Bozy can put a battery in Errol back that makes him want to fight Bud in a rematch or nah? I think, they'll fight at 54 after Bozy gets him right. And you of all people should be okay with that and believe in Bozy since he's brought Mack Truck back, even though Danny just said he wasn't listening during the fight. Danny, what do you think? Bozy could bring him back and make him want the rematch?
I like what he's done with Andy. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna take
Yeah, but
one
that's a
guy.
supernatural talent, though. You know, you just know you got the pedigree. It shows you with the what? How many amateur fucking medals did he win?
I mean, y'all have had a lot of supernatural talents that
Nah, I don't
always
know.
plateau.
I don't know about dudes like that, like with multiple medals, bro. Like Gamboa's, Rigondeaux's, Lomas, those dudes they're there for a reason, right? Like Shakur got a medal, Keyshawn, like
Yeah, but that's what
who
I'm
got a
saying.
medal that
Like,
didn't
all due
pan out?
respect, I feel like most of the Cubans coming over, they are content with their style, and they kind of plateau. Um, I don't feel that he's doing that. I feel that Bozy's giving them a bit more of a look. I think he's giving them shit that, adding tools to the toolbox. I know it's only been two fights. It probably doesn't help that I've been there in person for the two fights.
Mm.
Like maybe I'm more won over because I've been there to take it in person. But
For the Cruz fights, you mean?
yeah, Andy Cruz, he fought
I was there for his
on
last
the.
fight. He was on a Belanga undercard.
Oh fuck! I'm sorry then. So I was only there for the. I don't know what the kid's record is then. I thought he was 2-0. I was
Nah,
only
he
there
fought. He
for
fought in
the
Orlando, and he brought
Haney
some
pro
people
grade
out.
card, and I was only there for the. He fought on Bum Gardner's card in Detroit also.
Yeah, he was on Orlando with Berlanga, and he brought people out, man. He had the flags out. Morrell was there carrying the interims, or
David Benavidez will be in the building to support Pacheco this weekend. He gets in town today, from what I was told.
show my man some love, bro. Show my man some love. RRT boxing with Mr. A, $5. Do it for the eliminators only, not top 10. So when champions fight happen, wait. Do it for the eliminators only, not top 10. So when championships fight happens, fighters are not surprised by the weigh in. Hashtag Hardin. Three faces in clouds of Hardin smoke. Yeah, I would assume it would be only for eliminators, but I get Danny's argument. Like other sanctionings may have multiple eliminators, so it could get redundant and crazy, and you're doing that for no reason. But at the same time,
I
you're
just think
conditioning your
I just
body
think
too
that
to be able to make that.
I just think that's like a good question that we don't know the answer to. Like regardless of the sanctioning body, it's a
I
good
mean, beauty
question we
for
don't know the
Devin. He don't got to worry about that. He'll be unifying, so it won't be a rehydration. Let me ask you though. Hitchens was under the impression, and we was gonna talk about this. I said it in the monologue before you jumped on that. Hitchens was talking about the title possibly being vacant. No, excuse me, Eddie Hearn. Then Devin came out and tweeted, "He ain't vacating shit. He wants all the smoke." At the media workout you went to at Top Rank, he also told media there that he's now wants to undispute, which is, something he already said on Twitter, but now he said it verbally. Um, so, which brings me to the real question. Just wanted to give you all the backstory. Real question is, Eddie said no one's paying for Sandor Martin. So obviously Top Rank will do that fight. They just probably won't do a one-off with Devin, right? So it would mean like Sandor, and they must guarantee Tio, who they could not guarantee Tio for Matias. Because Matias said he would have signed with them, but they didn't guarantee them Tio.
So what's the question?
Oh, come on. That's the question. Like, does Top Rank pay for the Sandor fight? And do you think it's a one-off like Devin's been doing? Or are they going to force him into a three-fight like they tried Matias? And are they going to be able to guarantee Tio like they could not for Matias? Come on,
No,
play
I don't
catch up.
think I don't think if it is, it'd be more than just Sandor.
You don't think if it happens, it will be more than just the Sandor fight. It will. So you think they're gonna shoot for a one-off?
Yeah, uh, I do.
So you think Devin will take a pay cut to get the one-off?
I mean, in comparison to
Because I'm just saying,
Ryan,
like, why would they pay you anywhere near what you made in your last 2 fights
well,
for a mandatory that you plan on leaving? Like, there's no upside there.
can't guarantee me the your champ.
It won't be pay-per-view on Top Rank, not Sandor. So it's good. He gets back on network television, gets some visibility. How soon you think that mandatory happens after this for April
Or
20th fight?
only way I see it happening next is if I think he gonna try to unify.
Who, Devin? And that's how he will avoid the man. But then he got to keep paying step aside, no? Not when you
I mean,
unify?
no, I mean of course you do, but it's just one of those things where uh you get the promoter to pay it. I mean, cause like no disrespect to Sandor, but it's Sandor. It's like you making more stepping aside than you are stepping in the ring. So, be gracious, take this money. Promoter could pay
Damn.
that.
We getting dangerously close to Danny Garcia vibes. If we pay step aside twice, that's Victor Postal realm.
Well, I mean, who are we paying it for though? You get what I'm
Sandor.
saying?
Same way that
No, no, no,
Danny
no.
Garcia was paying it for fucking Victor. WBC mandatory.
Yeah, but I think Victor was looked at as more of a threat, no?
I mean, there were certainly people thinking that Danny was ducking. Like, after a while, they was using the word duck with Victor in the sentence. I
Like,
don't
are they
know.
gonna say that if he were to go fight Matias? Like Matias specifically,
But
because
that's what
that's
happened to him, right? Ain't that what happened to him? Like, he fought Matias. It was 140. It was Danny
no. I
avoiding
mean, he fought Matisse,
that one. The
right?
Argentine
So,
one.
so are
And
they
then
gonna say
after
he's
that,
ducking if he
I
goes to
think I
unify
think
with a
he
guy
paid him
with a
3
body on his
times.
record?
I
Is what
think
I'm asking you.
look, I don't know what they do with Devin. Obviously if he fight Matias, they ain't gonna everybody ain't gonna think is a bad thing. They gonna think it's a good thing. But there's gonna be some people saying, you know, that they want that Sandor fight. I don't know
Hey,
why not
hey,
just take care of
Eddie.
it though,
So
Danny.
Eddie said he ain't paying for Sandor, right? You saying?
Yeah, he ain't
Yo,
say
Eddie
I'm
a
not.
fucking
Listen,
hypocrite.
listen. He didn't
Eddie a
wait,
fucking
wait, wait,
hypocrite
wait,
though.
wait. He didn't say I'm not paying. He said who's gonna pay for Sandor Martin. So he made it seem like he ain't, and that no one else is.
Yo, how much you think Sandor and Mikey got in a fight? Talking about ain't nobody paying.
I mean, he did that for Mikey, and those days are gone. You can't compare them days to these days,
Bro, those days was just 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Like,
bro. Come on, man. 2, 3 years ago, PBC was on Showtime. Now they on Prime. Like shit changed. But let me see if there's anything left in
yeah,
this
cool. The
audio.
network changed, but I'm sure the structure pay ain't changed.
Man, of course the pay changed. There's articles on Matchroom saying that the shit changed.
No, I'm talking about for PVC. You talking about they
For
on Prime?
everybody changed their pay. That's what I'm trying to say.
See from Richardson is I want to see him close the show. He really did school Jose Zepeda, but he couldn't get him out of there. Against this guy, I want you to soak it up, show your boxing IQ, break him down, beat him up, get him out of there, stand on the corner post on Saturday, and call out those big names, because the big-time boxing is coming for Richardson Hitchins. He's a star of American boxing.
So that was the last part I wanted you guys to hear. I feel like Eddie's also putting pressure on Hitchens to change his style. Pressure coming from the network, pressure coming from the promoter. They didn't like that he outclassed Zepeda and didn't go for it. Floyd never fell victim to this. I mean, I think that's why Floyd and Larry Merchant had an issue, right? What do you think? Was it kind of similar issues? Like,
I mean, y'all lived it more than I did, but from everything I've seen, everything I remember, and everything I've gone back to see, I feel like Larry Merchant was a fucking hater. It wasn't just Floyd. I felt like he hated on Bernard. It's like I'm the champ, but fuck me for defending my title. You know what I'm saying?
I
Or
mean, because Larry was a fan of don't defend a title versus Mulatayev. Like, nobody knows him. Like, that shit don't mean nothing. B-Hop was like, bro, I'm defending my belt versus whoever. You know, but the networks ain't trying to pay for whoever. Like that, like this Eastern European shit started popping now. You know, but like, they ain't trying to pay for that shit.
With Sandor. Who, like Eddie's saying, who paying for Sandor?
Only Top Rank, because they signed them. So they would pay for it. It would have to let it go to a purse bid situation, but that's what I'm saying. But now 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 Devin's forced to take less.
But why go to purse bid if they paying for it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, if we willingly paying for it, why would we let it get there? To a point that we can't guarantee that we'll pay for it.
I'm willing to give you this much to fight Sandor. Are you willing to accept that? Because if you're not, we going to purse bid. That's what I'm talking about. Like, Devin has been making a certain amount in his last 2 fights.
And then I'll tell you the same shit I told your very good friend, Samson Lewikowicz. In the bylaws, it allows you to fuck that split up. And that's what he was like, oh,
and that's
50,
fine,
50,
but there's
50,
still a
50,
pot.
Even though my guy's just made $1 million for the first time in his career. And I'm like, bro, how?
Danny, explain to the people that what you're talking about only has to do with a percentage, not the pot. Like, the pot is still a pot. Top Rank, if Top Rank says they paying $2 million.
For sure.
All right, my brother, that's all I'm
saying.
But
what I'm getting at, you talking about, oh, if you don't want to take what we gonna offer you, then we'll just go to purse bid. Like, that's just the end all be all.
Yeah, but then it's worse for you. Listen, I'm offering you $2 million to fight Sandor. What? Bro, I've been making X and Y, Z. Fuck out of here. All right, cool. You got 30 days to negotiate. We're going to go to purse bid. What promoter's backing you? Eddie said he ain't doing nothing. Hypothetically, no one shows up. Top Rank now puts 1.5. Yeah, 75 goes to the champ, but you making less money. That's all I'm saying. But we can open up the phone lines. That was the audio I wanted you to hear. You didn't answer the question, though. Do you think that Eddie is putting pressure on Hitchens to change his style, to go for the knockout? Is it the network? Did you hear any of that audio? Should I replay it?
I mean, yeah, I heard it. I don't think he's putting pressure. I think it's just natural from what, people want to see. That's all. I feel like Hitchens himself, I mean, I'm not saying he like wants to knock him out, but I feel like he wants to knock out.
For sure.
Like, he literally said, a reporter, I guess, put out something saying that Lemos was going to give him a hard time, a tough fight. And Hitchens say, yo, I'm not mad that you said that, but I just want to know, why would you say that? You look at this guy's resume, he's only fought in this country. Take out 126-pound Lee Selby, this dude's fought nothing but bums. So he's like, there's no indication that he could even give me a tough fight. There's no indication.
I mean, it's more than records, though, right? It's like styles. Maybe this reporter watched the style, watched those fights, and watched the style of that fighter.
I mean, look, if he saw the fights, man, credit to him, because I think.
I mean, just remember, before you dismiss that, think Espinoza. He had nothing to see, only what you wanted to believe. He had nothing there to see. There was nothing on paper that told you he was going to beat Robisi. He had no fights, no names.
I think that you could have looked at who he was working with.
Come on, bro. I mean, yeah, we ran with that last minute. Look, I'm not arguing that, because we obviously ran with it last minute, but not enough to pick him. It was only one dude in our community picked him, and that was Kentrell in Phoenix. Made all that money.
I'm not saying, bro. What I'm saying is, fuck who picked him. What I'm saying is that with one guy, we could at least go down the rabbit hole of, well, shit, you done worked with world champs, you done worked with fighters we know, fighters who actually have box.
For sure.
The other guy was.
But we don't know who Lemos has worked with. We don't know. I know that based off what I see. He might not be working with nobody, but we don't know on an international level from when he was in the Olympics. Remember, Lucas Matias fought Maidana 5 times. You know, people fight each other in the amateurs. We don't know who they fought. We don't know. We don't know what he got. We don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm more so concerned about who he getting work with today. I mean, amateur work has to be taken into consideration, but you got like 30 pro fights or some shit. Yeah, that's what I care about.
Yeah, but
So it's like who you getting
again,
work with, and
we
because
can't be
my co-host is
dismissive
saying that okay,
because of the names,
even though you
especially.
being dismissive,
No,
champ,
I'm just saying,
but
especially
right.
coming out of Argentina. No, they all punches, even down to the women. We just seen La Roquera become a champ. She lost it, but they punch us, my dude. You know, that's like what Argentine dudes do we know that ain't got some level of pop? You know what I mean? So he could be sparring with people equally who could punch. At the very least, that country produces punchers. But I'm with you, man. I mean, I don't know why you make it a thing like I'm arguing with you. Like I literally said that he's
Nah,
training
no,
in a
no, no, no.
third world
I'm not
country.
arguing your point. I'm not arguing your point. You're calling me dismissive as you cut me off midpoint. So it's like
I
very
said I wouldn't be
ironic.
dismissive.
And I said, but you're being dismissive of what I'm saying. So that's why I just said let's carry on, bro. I'm
Oh
trying to.
my
Should I get this
god!
chicken maple butter and egg sandwich, or should I get the turkey bacon, cheddar, and the
You should get black coffee, no sugar. All right, we got
well?
Leonard with the
Yeah,
5 pounder.
I can't do it unless it's hot, bro. I'm getting an iced coffee right now.
Leonard 5 pounder. It must be all IBF sanctioned fights. Hitchens said never felt well for the Alamo fight when he did it. Never had to do it for the Bauza and Zepeda unified titles. I, so wait, so they unifying fucking wait, no, what is he talking about, bruh? Is he talking about the regionals because they was on the line, they ain't had to do the weigh-in because it was multiple regionals?
Is that really the case?
Bruh, I mean, if he said he never had to do it for the Bauza and Zepeda fight, them shits wasn't for unifications other than some,
Nah,
NABs.
I mean, people could say whatever they want. That don't mean they right. But I'm just saying he had an IBF in all those fights. So
Yeah, but is he like
oh,
Keyshawn where
so it
there's
was
more than
more than
one?
one.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I'm saying. He not Danny ain't what the fuck. We gotta get you a new
That would
set.
be that would be a fucking shame. I'm not gonna lie.
What if they allowing regionals to cancel out the weigh-in?
I mean, bro, like if he really had to do that for a North American title,
Bruh,
yo, y'all could
that's
have
they
it.
rules, bro. That's they rules, man. Like that's
But
they rules.
yeah,
And
nah,
they weight
I'm
checking,
cool.
bro. Like that's to stop that whole weight bully
Nah,
shit.
everybody weight check, but everybody weight check.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad that you weight checking. I'm mad that you making me re-weigh in for fucking nothing.
You
Yo, you
funny.
need to get your boy Peoples on the line. I'm not gonna lie. I really
Bro,
want to talk to
he
him.
be wildin', bro. The last time I said this, my producer said you wildin'. We did have him on the show, so I guess he don't always duck. We had him on the show, but that's how long it's been that I don't remember when the last time we had him on the show. That the last time we talked about it, I thought he has been avoiding us forever. That's just how I
Mm.
feel. You feel me?
So I think he'd be great to the show.
Nah, I mean, look, there's a lot that we probably don't understand. You know, um, and reasons why he did what he did. Uh, those things just need to be asked, bro. Like it'll probably be a fight that caused the IBF to make that rule. You know.
No, I'm not mad. Look, bro, I think it's more of getting fucking questions answered. We do not have the answer to it. I don't think it's more of, oh, I got a problem with this or I don't like that. No, I think it's
Yeah.
literally getting fucking questions answered.
Word, I'm with you. RRT
I
boxing.
mean, you knew because you said you've been watching everything and keeping up, and uh I guess the little bit I saw, because I definitely ain't see much. I didn't know about the Hitchens weighing in this weekend.
Like
Because
even
I asked him. I thought here I was thinking I was asking a good question.
even what Leonard Sterling said about the Alamo shit, I heard that out of Hitchens' mouth in one of them interviews. You know, the worst part is that the viral video of Hitchens, he's got one viral video, and it's going viral after someone took it from our channel. It ain't go viral as a Hitchens interview. It went viral as a Hitchens clip took it from our channel when he's talking about the weight with you. You haven't noticed it?
Hitchens talking about weight with me?
It has to be with you unless it's with, yeah, it has to be with you, bro. Has to be. Oh, it could be Saquon because of New York City. And Hitchens is from Brooklyn. That's right. It could be Saquon. It could be Saquon.
Yo, I was hollering at coach. I'm like, he like, yeah. I was talking to Coach Lenny. I'm like, he like, yeah, no, I know you. You from the show, right? I'm like, yeah, coach. Yeah. And then I'm like, usually we send our New York cat down. And then he like, so what gym? I'm like, whatever gym y'all be at, coach, but he coming to see you. Nah, he ain't coming to see me. I say, coach, he literally interviewed you, get
did.
you on camera.
Yeah. You should have showed him the interview.
And then he like describe him to me.
Oh man.
So I'm looking for his Instagram. IG? I couldn't find it. I'm like, coach, you got the curly salt and pepper. Oh, I'm like, coach. But Ness, it took him like 5 minutes. I'm like, yo, he didn't been to your gym. He be talking to you all the time.
Nah, hey, as long as it wasn't
Grand
nothing
Rising.
bad. As long as it wasn't nothing bad. You know?
Nah, for sure. Grand Rising.
Like
Grand
Raymond
Rising,
Ford,
Marco.
like Raymond Ford is gonna tell Danny he can't give him an interview because of me, but won't tell Danny what I did.
Meanwhile, you said something.
Meanwhile, I sent them the whole fucking video. I'm like, bro, stop listening to people and listen to the whole audio, bro. Like, there's no way I said anything that bad. Like, what in the fuck? Like, you won the fight and it was a great performance. Like, what the fuck could have I said that is that bad that now Danny can't even talk to him? Fighters be wildin', bro.
I mean, I was able to talk to him. I just couldn't get no interview. But, you know, shout out Ray Ford regardless, man.
What's up?
Grand Rising, Marco.
He's alive. He's alive.
What up? Bro, let me tell you something. It's two things. Either A, I don't want the weed you smoke at night because it don't.
He says he don't smoke, but he lying. He lying.
Yeah, no, he's so full of shit.
He probably don't smoke. He infusing everything and shit.
No, but Marco, you probably should only because, bro, when I tell you, you look like the biggest stoner on this show.
Bro, no, that's a running joke. How you just
like
stand there so still,
your eyes are
bro.
always
it's
like
insane.
So dark, like you just been fucking facing fat ass blunts to the face.
Nah, man, I don't smoke at all.
Lies, Marco tells.
I'm gonna get you high when I come to New York. Watch.
You do what you gotta do. You know what it is? I own a business, a nighttime business. I'd be going to sleep mad late, and I get up early to deal with the kids. I just be tired.
Damn.
I feel that.
I got
Marco owns a strip club in Brooklyn. If anybody wants to hit it up while we in town for.
It is a strip club. Once you walk in, you'll get all the laughs. We got RRT boxing with Mr. A, $5. I think Haney gonna cut in front of Lemos, Hitchens winner, unifying with IBF, then sign to fight with Top Rank, then come back to DAZN. #Hardin. Danny, that's how you see it? You see no Sandor unification first because he works with Eddie, who tried to play him out and said that nobody will pay for Sandor?
I literally said that, brother.
Oh, good.
Good
Good thing you could repeat it because we didn't hear it.
Yeah, you brought up Danny Garcia when I said it. That, you know, he was like, "Oh, they're gonna say
step aside. Yeah,
step aside for."
Yeah, step aside twice.
And that's when I told you, I mean, look who you doing it for. I mean, so of course
I'm
it's gonna
so
be those
mad,
people.
bro. You see
Of course there's gonna be
Matias,
those people.
he out here asking for that pit bull fight, boy. He want that Puerto Rico Mexico smoke, boy. Who you ride
He
with on
was
that
just
one? If Devin
he
don't
was
get the
just there, man.
unification first, if Devin don't get the unification and that fight could actually happen for the belts, who you riding with?
I think I favor Matias, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm.
Over Matias over who?
Pitbull.
Yeah, I think so too.
Mm.
I think I would
Strange. It's
have to.
strange that y'all saying I think though. Y'all not sure.
Well, because Pitbull's limited with his footwork. You know, I mean, he's a little robotic.
He don't use a jab, the motherfucker.
Nah, but Matias could take punches, so that's the thing. If he could take those shots, but Pitbull could take punches, so they're gonna be banging each other out. Pause. Um, I just think Matias is a little more technically sound. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I think I don't really think it's that close, honestly. I think
Oh, excuse me.
Matias being a natural 40 pounder, uh I think he's a level or two above skillfully. I think the power is probably comparable, at least the closest thing you could compare, but I still think Matias would be stronger. But yeah, we can't be sure in this. I mean, look, we never know. Pitbull might have a Fedora like elbow, and then you know what I'm saying, shit play out different.
Right,
So
because Pitbull's small, right? Yeah, when you have such a height difference, that happens. Possible.
I'm
Nah,
just
for
saying,
sure,
you
for sure.
never know what. Like
But
after
I like
last
that he wants
Saturday,
that fight though.
bro, I'm still sick. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still sick about that.
About what?
That the wrong guy won a fight because of an incidental elbow
Well, well,
landing.
well, 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 well. Wrong guy. What the fuck?
I mean, they could have stopped the fight. His corner could have been like, "Can't see.
Whoa,
No,
whoa,
no contest. Let's do it again."
whoa.
So we could never be sure, Ness, but you know we could only predict. RRT boxing with Mr. A $5 says I too think this will be a tough fight. The pressure got to show me his punch durability. The zone doesn't want a Shakur in Hitchinson. Hashtag Harding.
Word. I think so, man. That's why I played the audio. I think they putting the pressure on Hitchens to step it up, especially when he's, I'm afraid for Hitchens because he's sounding like Colbert versus Hector. He ain't fighting nobody. He fought only fighting in his country, and I know he's not Colbert. He don't talk as much as Colbert, but he is starting to talk like Colbert. You know, yeah. He called a lot of people bums too.
Who Hitchens does?
Yeah.
Ah, the bum word. I don't like the bum word.
Yeah, man.
It's just promotion
Have you watched him
tactics.
fight, Marcos?
I have. Yeah,
Richardson Hitchins.
I have. Not a lot of power, but good boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His last
He's
two.
140, right?
Yeah. His last two have been his best two for me for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he's a good fighter, but I don't see him. I don't know. I don't see him cracking the upper echelon.
Oh yeah, he thinks he could take out Haney, and
Who's Al Haney?
this is an eliminator for Matias.
Of course, he thinks he could beat these guys. I mean, what kind of fighter doesn't think it? But can he? What do you think?
I mean, based off his last two, he could. It seems like he could keep anybody at bay. I mean, we got to see somebody crack that chin and get past that jab. Right now, dude's using very minimal movement to do his thing at a high level too. I don't know. We got to see. The thing is, it's gonna be a chess match, and what network is gonna pay? He's gonna have to get a belt, right, for that fight to happen. Does he get it at? Well, he will be a mandatory. I guess he. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how that plays out.
Yeah, you got 4 different champions now, right? Tio, Matthias, Pitbull, and Haney.
Yeah. We got Carrie G. This says $5. Shout out TBV. Your boy made the reels. Which it wasn't such an incendiary call against Tim Zoo's management, but at least I got love from y'all. Salute, champ.
I got love for you, Tim.
Incendiary. That's a SAT word.
RT boxing with Mr. A, $5 says, I think Pitbull is doing a voluntary with the Puerto Rican Bravo, hashtag Hardin.
Puerto Rican Bravo, who's that? You talking about Nesta Bravo? Nesta Bravo? That would be crazy if Nesta Bravo get a shot. Ain't that a Box Lab promoted fighter? We got Treese, Toledo, Ohio. Phone lines open if you want to call in. Discord, Twitter Spaces available.
He is the number 4 in the WBA.
Yo.
What up, Treese?
The word. What's the word?
What up? What up, Danny? What's going on, Marco? But
what up?
This topic, man. I ain't gonna hold you. With the Bozy Ennis, I don't know. It's funny because me and Benitez was at that overtime shit and we was saying the same thing. Like, I don't know if Bozy, is he coaching or is the fighter not listening or what's going on? Because he coached O'Shea Jones and shit too. And I ain't gonna, I was watching the fight. I'm looking. I'm like, damn, I don't know if he's screaming like I'm screaming. Tell her to switch. My nigga switch. Tell her to switch a little if she can switch hands because her jab being a little bit ineffective. You feel me? So I don't know. He wanted them fight. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say from what I saw, because he was also working with whatchamacallit on that card, Haven Brady. From what I saw, it ain't really him. I think it's just the guys he had that night. I mean, I know you was high on your girl like you always is,
Of course.
Yeah, I just like Haven looked good to me.
He did. No, he did. Like you say, it could be.
Again, I wasn't paying the most attention during the Mack truck fight. I felt his ass wasn't listening.
No, I felt the same way. And I just felt like he was on some out of shape shit. You feel me? You can't do shit when you out of, you ain't gonna be able.
You don't even want to know. You don't even want to know what the people I was watching the fight with was saying. They
I believe it. I believe it got out of control.
They got to make a titty weight division.
Yeah, man. Listen, shit. That shit was out of control. But hey, man, that's it. Hey, man, I like the Bozy Ennis though. I do like from what I ain't gonna hold you, but my one of my peoples we was talking and I like Robert Garcia as a trainer for my man for Earl. But I heard somebody say some, niggas want to be creative and say some eclectic shit. My man said that he should go to a Malik Scott. And I asked him why. He said, because you gotta think the shit that Deontay Wilder was doing, we didn't want him to. He's not known for boxing, but if we was trying to build a boxer, give him some movement, give him a nice little jab, give him some, you feel me, better footwork. Malik Scott was promoting that shit for Deontay Wilder. Now I'm like, well, when you say it like that, I guess that is some of the shit that Earl could use. A little better footwork. What? You don't think Earl could use some better foot? I'm just, hey, man, I didn't say it. My friend said it. I think it made when he said it, he made a good case, bro. He converted.
I think you fuck around over there with Malik Scott, he might lose his footwork because they don't even do foot. Like they don't even work their legs over there, champ.
Bro,
you talking not the two big,
you can't do that. You can't do that. Hey, don't do that. You don't know that.
Man, he gonna come back with pretzel sticks.
Oh, y'all wildin', bro. That's crazy. That's genetics. Wilder's legs like that genetic.
Man, he gonna go over to come back. Hey, Treats, he gonna come back, and his horse gonna be throwing them all over the place.
Y'all wild.
I'm weak as fuck. No. But hey, man, like I say, I like Bozy Ennis as a coach. I just don't know if it's more so, him working with his son. You know how that goes. So it's like nobody gonna know your son better than you. So of course you're gonna look like a great coach. You see what I'm saying?
So you
So
saying outside of his son, he ain't a good coach?
I didn't say that. You the one who said Andy Cruz is supernaturally talented when he tried to throw Andy Cruz in the mix for him. You feel me? So hey, I'm just saying I don't know. I have to see it. I don't know.
Nah, you don't know.
Hey, I'm just saying, man. When you coaching your son, it's easy to look great. Nobody knows that fighter better than you. That's all I can say. But on the Regis shit, I want not on the Regis shit, but I did want to say I wanted to throw Regis out there for a fight, man. With goddamn, with my man Hitchens, if he can win this fight, if Hitchens can get this
Hitchens
fight,
ain't taking that fight. That's the belt. Hitchens ain't gonna take that fight. Why would he take the Regis fight? Even though that's not a bad fight, I like that fight, Trees. I do like that fight. That'll give Hitchens more, world level experience, especially if Devin Haney cut the line like he rightfully can if he chooses to unify with Matias. That's a great way for Hitchens to keep building the Haney fight, because boy, do he use Haney name. Haney gonna have to fight that dude. Haney ain't never had nobody talking shit about him like this. Never. He always been the one talking shit. He did this to Easter. Now he got an Easter. He gonna have to handle this. You make sure to do the interview finally and ask him, do he feel like he's being treated like he was treating Robert Easter? Cause
I talked to Bill yesterday. I should have asked him that. Forgot.
he's on his heels, boy. Hitchens talking shit about him at every chance he get. I mean,
But
shit.
that's like, to him, that's probably like, people screaming out for the peanut gallery. He has bigger fish to fry.
Yeah, but once upon a time, you was him saying.
What did he say?
True.
Because I've heard like the old shit.
What did he say?
I'm just
What
curious.
didn't he say, Danny?
No, because I brought him up yesterday. He ain't, like, remember when I went to Houston and I told you he had that energy when I brought him up yesterday? It was just like regular boxing talk, nothing like breezy, nothing wild, nothing.
Nah, certainly some P words. Certainly,
Since when don't you say the words, Ness? Why are you being all censored?
Because he's fucking 48 years old. Let him grow the fuck up. Stop cursing. You see how stupid I look cursing?
Why you doing that, man? It's a father right now like, damn, this is why I don't listen to this show. Because my son got to cover his ears now. He ain't get him no Kenichi Bears yet, man. But if you a father listening to the show with a kid in the back seat, don't let him listen to the show unless you know that he's into this sport. Get him a set of these Kenichi Bears. Connect him to his iPad. Let him listen to some other shit. What could he listen to, Danny? Like something with a train or something. Some choo-choo
You already
train,
cursed 3 times during this whole spiel.
We trying not to curse, Marco. We ain't
3
say we
times
ain't
already.
gonna curse. But what I can tell you is that if you had a set of these Kenichi Bears, you would sound even better than Danny, because Danny lost his detachable mic. And
so you'd be
these
able
are the
to
black
curse
set.
more clear.
Yes, because these are the black set, which are even better than Danny's, because this is the new and improved. Better frequency, better mic sensitivity, better mic range as well. You feel me? Different drivers. I mean, it's just totally different. It's totally different. Not only is it a black body, but attachable, detachable mic. Don't forget to use the code TBV. Head on over to www.kenichibeer.com. That's KENICHIBEAR.com. Use the code TBV when purchasing a set. This way they know we sent you. You feel me? If you don't want to purchase a set and you're feeling lucky, punk, send $15 to the Cash App you see on the screen, and we'll put you in the running for the raffle that we're doing. We're giving away one every month. We gave away a set last month to Mad Bet 100 in Kansas City. And this month, who's going to get lucky? If you want to call in, you can do so. We got callers on Twitter Spaces and Discord. Both links are in the live chat right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. Don't forget, September 14th, TBV is bringing back Border Wars. We are back to business under the USA Boxing organization. It is going to be full amateur. You need to have your book if you want to participate. So definitely contact me via DM if you're interested. It's going down in Wisconsin. You see the address on the screen, September 14th. Your man Keem is either going to take out Oscar from Wisconsin or he's going in there with Spider Rico. TBVs.
I got to commentate. I got to do it.
Yeah, man. You could definitely come and join us, bruv.
Never been to Wisconsin.
It's a good
really
little spot.
Word, bro.
Good little spot, man. Adrian got some nice little pockets out there. You know,
As long as it's
he's
September,
tapped in.
'cause I know Wisconsin in January is no joke.
Nah. We will
It's
not
gonna
be going there
gonna
in
be
the
cold
cold.
as hell.
Nah, not in
It'll
September.
still be cold, probably.
It'll be cold, but not like that. And it's indoors. We're not doing nothing outdoors.
Dope. All right.
But we got Cliff, Connecticut. And
I'll be right
Anthony with
back.
the dollar
I gotta go
cash
get my
app.
coffee. Right back. Give me
Anthony
one
with the
sec.
dollar cash
Coffee.
app says, salute. TBV, 2 fire emojis. Cliff, you gotta unmute.
Connecticut in the house.
Yo, what's good?
What up?
Earlier when y'all was talking, I feel like I could relate to you with the Rocky shit. Danny too young, man. I don't know what he's talking about. he had the fucking Rockies all mixed up. But you talking about the Mr. T one. It do got similarities, cause you know he loses the fight. Mr. T was telling him how.
But I'm confused.
Mr. T's
what,
Club
you
of
don't know?
Lane, bro. You don't even know what he talking about, bro. Fall back, thought you took a break.
For real, Mr. T was talking this shit, telling him he was soft. He was in the crib with his girl and all of that. He whooped him, and then Rocky had to come back and do his thing.
He had to get dog in him again, bro. He got caught
So who
up in
wants
the
to go
money.
train him? Who wants to go train him?
Oh, Apollo Creed. He trained with Creed.
But he took him to the hood. He took him to the hood of LA. He took him to the hood of LA.
He took him to LA to do it.
Yeah,
I don't know where he took. I don't know where he took him. But the shit still matched up wherever they was. But I feel like now if Spence goes to Boots' gym, I tell you, that means that, to me, that Spence will never fight Boots. And I do think they will spar. Why would you be there and never ever spar? Even if they'll tell nobody, they'll never spar. Why not? I think they will. And I feel like
I'm saying him sparring Boots might end up being a permanent problem for him. Just saying.
Man, y'all crazy, man.
Hold on. Let me get this out.
Up.
Yeah, y'all do, because if he wants to fight Crawford again, which we don't know, but if he did, sparring Boots would be the perfect type of sparring he would need to know if he could even get in the ring with Crawford.
Listen. Hate to burst your bubble, but just let maybe this sounds better to you. I'll pause this, right? Like, fuck fighting Boots. Spar Boots to get ready for Crawford. That's your nemesis. No, I know that's what you said, but like if he spars him, we'll probably never get the Boots fight. But like, it ain't just for you, it's for boxing fans in general. Like, Earl is 33 years old. You know what I mean? He ain't supposed to fight Boots. Is the same. If Thurman telling you I ain't giving Boots a shot because he young and I'm the old, like, it's the same for Earl. Go ahead and fight Crawford 2 more times. Do your Andre Ward. I mean, what is it? Gotti Ward and Arturo Gotti and Mickey Ward. Make your 3 fights with Earl. Let Boots get you right for Earl. I mean, for Bud.
Why are we talking about him fighting him? He's fighting Fundora. He's not trying to fight Crawford again. What are we talking about?
But after he fights Fundora,
we talking about Earl because you late. First of all, you ain't listened to the whole fucking show, and you always got questions. You ain't read the title. Bozy Ennis wants to train Errol Spence, so that's where the hypothetical.
I know that, but I'm saying, why are we talking about Errol? So you didn't hear my question. Why are we talking about him fighting Crawford when he wants to fight Fundora? If he wanted to fight Crawford, that would have been happening.
Bozy said, I'm going to help you get them belts back.
Yeah, okay. Well, if that was in the game plan, it would have been part of the game plan.
I mean, sometimes training's the key, bro. Sometimes the trainer could be the key to the victory. What you mean?
Look,
TBV, get them
the
likes up.
caller's right. The caller's right
Look,
that
he
it would
got
be a
tired of
great
us taking
separation.
half his call, even though I paused this time, man. That's crazy, Marco. Anything else you want to say?
Nah. I said what I had to say. I'm enjoying the show.
All right. What about you, Marco? Anything else you need to say?
Who's Bozy Ennis? No, I'm just kidding. No.
That's a good one. Oh, good morning, people. Good morning, Marco with the one-liner. Mike Rios, $5 spontaneous show on the best current MCs going at each other. Love both dudes. K. Cole's World. Hopefully, organic competition. Okay, we're gonna have to get Two-Tone on that show. Yeah, ain't that a battle people been wanting for a while? We gonna see. I'm a ride with my man J. Cole though. I know it's gonna be a lot of, Kendrick lovers.
I interviewed Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
I don't know if that's one of my favorite MCs. He's a huge boxing fan.
Yeah.
And I asked him, who do you think is the current top guy? He said J. Cole. So.
Damn, they said Earl 34. So see, really, he ain't got to worry about Spence. I mean, Ennis. He should be thinking of Bozy and Ennis as a team to get him ready for Crawford. Cause why? Cause of the speed, the youth of Ennis can match the speed and agility of Crawford, and obviously Ennis switches. You'll never find a perfect sparring partner, but fuck, that is very close to it.
I agree, but I still don't think he's looking to fight Crawford. But whatever. Maybe I'll change.
You sound crazy, bro. This is a dude.
Crazy? He showed up at Fundora's fight.
This is why
saying, I want to fight you.
Yes, but it don't mean that he don't ever want to fight Crawford. I mean, Crawford.
It doesn't mean ever, but it doesn't seem like in the near future. And like you said, he's 33, 34.
Why not? Why can't he get a belt and then entice Crawford? Like, that's what he was trying to do. If he fighting Honduras for a belt. I don't know, man. We got to stop this throwing him away. It's one loss, my dude. Yeah, it was a brutal loss.
Destruction, though.
Okay. To Crawford. Everybody else ain't Crawford. Like,
I do agree that Boots is the best possible person to prepare you for Crawford, but I don't think he's looking to fight Crawford, but maybe I'm wrong.
You're so pessimistic. This is the 5th super chat. 5th $5. Let me drop a bomb for my man RRT. As a fan, I really want to see this fight. Lemos is a pit bull with faster feet to me. We'll see, man. See, Hitchens got mad, because he's like, yo, what do y'all see in this dude? He fought nobody. But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that, it's always resume. Like, yeah, it's certainly a big deal to me specifically. But shit, if you could see a dude's style, can cause someone problems, it just can do that. RRT Box with Mr. A right back at us, another 2. Haney needs a villain. I like it. #Hardin. I don't know that Hitchens is villain enough, but if he could get a stoppage, because that's what people want. People want to be able to know that the dude across from you can hurt you. RRT Boxing with Mr. A right back with another 5. Let him be Haney. Clubber Lane, 2 top young black fighters. Hopefully a nice pay-per-view if Hitchens continues to talk that spicy. #Hardin. Yeah, I mean, certainly Hitchens is talking spicy, man. Okay, Jay Fields with the $5 says, I need them Kenichi joints. For sure, champ. You can send that 15 though and be in the raffle. And we give one set away every month for the rest of the year. Or you can just head on over to KenichiBear.com and use the code TBV and then call in using them with the attached mic, man, so these people can see that this isn't just propaganda. This promotion is true because they're so good. Trobeta, $50 Sweden. You need to interview Eddie. These other journalists don't ask questions. Yeah, man, Danny's out there, bro. Danny, you hearing this shit? Danny? Danny? Because you said Eddie said today. You said Eddie said today, and they said they need a real one to interview Eddie, bro. We got Leonard Sterling, 2-pounder.
Yeah, Eddie told me today. He told me the day at the weigh-in. He said, I promise. So if I don't get it today, y'all have my permission. Go harass him. Go spam his page. Go,
Right, but
like
aside from all that, they want you to ask the tough questions. The super chat was, you need to interview Eddie. These other journalists don't ask good questions.
Oh, what?
You know what I'm saying? So think of some good shit. That good shit. Feel me? Like,
oh, what?
What's next for Berlanga on his last fight? Is you gonna take the leash off?
That's definitely what every media person's been asking. So
really?
I can't come with that. Everybody's been asking that.
I love it. I love it. See? Yeah, cue the fucking theme music. We got one, baby. And what has he been saying though? I want to know. What has he been saying? What he got in the works?
I ain't interviewed him.
Damn, you ain't even over here? I want to know what he got in the.
I ain't care to over here, to be honest.
Wow, bro. What Berlanga
gotta
do to
be
you,
my
bro?
interview.
Like, what did Berlanga do to you,
No, bro. What are you talking about, bro? If they ain't talking to me, why am I finna be there like a dickhead?
I mean, so you know not to ask the same.
Interview?
So you know not to ask the same question, but whatever, man. James,
I'm not even worried. People's brains can't operate on the level of proficiency that mine can. So the questions,
especially not off that hard thing.
The questions they coming up with, bro, ain't even in my mind. That's other shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Ness, Danny, Marco, man, how y'all doing today?
Buenos dias.
Y'all hear me? Buenos dias. Yo, hey, Danny, man, hey, tell your little youngin' Cormel Moulton, man, that he got Haven Brady problems, man. He gonna have to see that boy. You know, Haven Brady, man, been in good camps and shit. He's developing better as a fighter. He gonna give him good work. If not, probably beat him, man. You know, I'm just saying. You got to
tell Haven Brady to figure out his promotional contract, man. We ain't worried about none of that shit, though. Why he the top rank fighting over there?
What? Cause Top Rank got fighters fighting on Pro Box.
Yeah.
Kelvin Davis. Something wrong with Kelvin Davis?
I mean, bro,
they
Kelvin
dropped
Davis.
His ass. That's why he over there.
Who got dropped?
Who?
Man, who you seen on OTX? No, on fucking Haven Brady.
I don't know they got dropped.
Bro, I was watching this fight with 2 top-ranked employees. I said, damn, I thought only Kelvin was getting sent somewhere else. That's great. And they both start laughing. I'm like, what's funny?
Don't say they laugh.
He ain't over there because we keeping him busy. He over there because we let him go.
Oh, damn. That's fucked up.
I think we just had
so Haven got bigger problems than Carmel, brother. Carmel's 3-0.
Nah, and Carmel about to already he just posted he about to announce a new date. You know, my man really active, man. We gotta let that ship just sail. Homie got a whole different trajectory.
Yeah, now back to this, man. So what you saying is, man, people want Richardson Hitchens to fight in these bang bang fights and shit like that, like we see on Pro Box and some of these other cards. Which I think Richardson Hitchens is a great fighter, man. He's technically gifted. I mean, he put Bowser on his ass. He retired Alamo, and he did what a lot of people wouldn't even think he could do against the Peta. So I don't know what's the problem. I think Hitchens is actually way more entertaining than fucking Shakur, and I think he will be a great future opponent for Devin Haney. I already said a couple years ago that he was the dark horse of the division. So why is all of a sudden now Eddie's like this? It's either he's either got to show up or he's going to be out the door. Is it because he's overly invested in Devin Haney that Devin Haney doesn't even want Hitchens to be there?
Nah,
I don't know.
Bro, like you got to realize who paying Hitchens. Mm-hmm. Who pays Hitchens?
Metro.
Exactly, bro. So,
am I right?
Bro, if they the ones cutting the checks, and we have seen a pattern of them decreasing and decreasing the payouts, Bro, they trying to put pressure on them. If you don't do this, we have a reason to pay you less now, or to not pay you as much, or what
That's
you
crazy.
want. You get what
That's
I'm saying?
crazy that you could
Well, it is crazy.
that's crazy that you could take
It
my
is crazy.
purse because I ain't knocking people out. Like that shit better be written in the contract.
I ain't
James,
saying
that's the
take.
bell.
I ain't say take my purse. I ain't saying take
Reduce
my
it.
purse, right?
Reduce my
But
minimum, whatever. I
no,
said the
no,
wrong
no, no,
phrase.
no, no, no. All right, cool. Let's not even go that far, right?
Okay.
But as you progress in your career, you want your purses to progress, right? To go up, rightfully so. So I'm just saying, if he ain't performing, then, hey, I know we talked about 1 million, but you ain't doing this, so we gonna only do, you know what I'm saying? 800 or whatever it is. Like, I'm just saying, like, they have a reason now to not pay as much if you ain't producing as much. That's all.
Sucks. We got Mr.
Yeah, no,
Perfect.
I ain't saying it's right or wrong, bro. I'm just
Yo,
saying that's how people need to look at it as a business.
what up, Mr. Perfect?
Yo, what's the goodness? What up, Danny? Marco. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. It's a reason. It's a reason Crawford running from Booth, bro. So, what makes you think Spence sparring Boots not gonna make him be prepared for Crawford? That's what I don't get.
I didn't say that. I said that Spence
You
does not
said
want
him
to fight
sparring
Crawford
Boots.
again.
How you don't want to fight Crawford again when he wanted the rematch at 54 and
Did the
Bomac on
rematch
interview?
happen? Or did we just see him in there with Fundora being like, I'd rather fight you,
because Buzz said no. He said 47.
Get
Thank
out of
you
here.
for
No,
the
he
belt.
didn't.
Yeah. What do you
Bomac
mean?
He had his
said
eye
in the
surgery,
interview.
and he made it seem like he needs time to rest. And then instead of
Bomac
fighting
said if
Crawford,
it's gonna be Bomac said if it's gonna be a rematch, it's gonna be at 47. He said that on Fight Hype.
a lot of trainers say things. You know how many different things Tank's trainers say? Nah. He didn't want to fight him. And then he went and had his eye
trainers
surgery,
and
made it
Bomac
seem
and
like he's
Crawford.
out.
Tank trainer and Bomac and Crawford is different. That's way different.
I'm just saying that we didn't hear anything from Crawford about that.
But
All I know
Bomac
is that
kept
Spence
saying
was,
47.
oh,
though.
I have an eye
But
injury.
why
I
would they have
got to recoup. Okay, and then he shows up at Fundora's fight. I'd like to fight you. That's as obvious as it gets.
Because Crawford ain't give him the rematch at 54. Okay, let me go get a belt. Maybe it entice him to want to fight me again.
Crawford would have fought him at 54. I don't believe that, and we don't know. Maybe you're right, but we don't know for sure.
Okay,
to me, it seems like he doesn't want to fight him.
Okay, all right, that's it. Him sparring Boots will get him well prepared. Well prepared.
I agree with that.
For Crawford.
I agree with that.
Okay, so and everybody stop. Just chill out on Spence, bro. He's still the big fish. He got beat by one of the best. So I don't see how niggas just downgrading his name, bro. Like I don't understand that. But
I'm not downgrading. I don't downgrade his name. I think he's one. I think one loss doesn't change. Doesn't shift your entire career. But
it sounds like you just was.
No. I just don't think he could. I don't think he wants to fight Bud again, and I don't even want to see that. But that doesn't mean he can't beat other people at 54. Just not Bud.
Bro, he will smoke everybody at 54. The only person to challenge him is Crawford, bro. Come on, man.
You might
now
have
this
a
Richard
point.
Hitchens. All right, this Richard Hitchens, man. This nigga is. What you got something to say, Marco?
No.
Oh, okay, now this Richard Hitchens, he has nothing on Haney or Shakur. I don't know what's wrong with Eddie Hearn saying that crazy shit. I don't see nothing special in him. All he do is talk. I can't wait to Haney shut this nigga up. Flat out. Big time boxing in Detroit, I'm out.
All right. We've officially put out a post on Patreon and members for you to ask Eddie Hearn a question, and Danny will get that asked over. This way you can't say Danny didn't ask the tough question. You go ahead and get that tough question in there, and we'll be sure to get to it. We got Smoker J.
You said for Eddie, right?
Yes, Eddie Hearn.
Could we get one for Jose Benavidez Sr.?
Yeah, we could do that, bro. We could do all that. We got Smoke.
Could we get one for David? Now, Jose and Eddie, I have spoken to. We have I'm saying already already agreed. But if we could get one for David, which I have not spoken to, but I have been
I'll
told he'll
do it.
be in town
I'll
today.
do the leg work. You got that. Get that
Could I,
super
could I say
chat for me.
something off
The
topic real quick?
legwork is crazy.
We just had an earthquake in New York City.
No way.
Just so you know.
When?
I swear to God.
When?
Just now, as I was talking to you guys, my couch started shaking. I thought it was my cat doing something underneath, and it was an earthquake.
Hopefully hotel
So the
prices go
earthquake.
down.
Wait. So the earthquake is equivalent to your cat doing something underneath your couch.
Exactly. It felt like somebody was shaking the couch like a couple inches side
And you
to
know
side.
it's an earthquake because the news just said it's an earthquake.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was there's this construction going on across the street, but yeah, a couple people in the building. Yeah, it was an earthquake.
Oh, so a couple people in the building. Not that you're watching the news and it came across said New York City just had an earthquake.
My building has like a bulletin thing where they send out, and yeah, people said it. I didn't see it on the news yet, but
So
I'm
you're
pretty
sure it's
I mean,
real?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I felt it. I don't think it could
Because
be
I
anything
seen
else.
that movie once where first it was an earthquake and then the entire city just went under.
Damn.
I think it's called San Andreas with
Why
Rocky.
would you say something like that?
To prepare you.
Oh my goodness.
We don't want you just, falling asleep on camera like you normally do. Shit hits the fan, you got to be able to go. You feel me? But
yeah.
let me get to CYP.
Yo. We gonna touch on something real quick, but let me jump on Errol Spence. A lot of people love to say, what did Boots do? Boots ain't never done nothing. Look at his resume, blah, 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 blah. Well, if he ain't done nothing, his daddy sure ain't done nothing. So why the hell would anybody be talking about Errol Spence, the legend himself, wanted to train with the man's dad? See, if you're an Errol Spence fan and you was ever a Boots hater, you just stopped that today. Today you woke up and said, damn, maybe they right. Maybe Boots is special. Maybe Boots is the future. Maybe them Boots is made for more than just stepping. So let's just the Errol Spence fans. The rest of y'all can still hate. When you're an Errol Spence fan, you gotta it's checkmate on your ass. Okay. Hey, did y'all notice that yesterday we were talking about Michael Jordan and Tyson Wright? You realize that Michael Jordan is the richest athlete ever? Do you know that? He's one of the richest black men ever. Do you know he was voted multiple times the greatest athlete ever? Do you know he's the most used name in sports history? Sports like baseball, basketball, track, football, boxing. Let me give you some Jordan brand athletes. Just to know that y'all might know. Aaron Judge, Derek Jeter, Mike Trout, CeCe Sabathia, that's baseball. Deion Sanders, Charles Woodson, Jalen Hurts, that's football. Luka Doncic, Russell Westbrook, Zion Williamson, that's basketball. You know he got college basketball teams as well. North Carolina, Georgetown, Cal, just a few. So when you think about
Florida,
the Jordan,
Marquette,
what it means, yes.
Oklahoma.
I'm just giving a few. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you forgot a boxer, CYP. Oh wait,
no,
they ain't even announced
Andre
that
Ward and Roy
yet.
Jones.
They ain't even announced that yet.
There we go. Look, we gonna keep that on the hush. We'll keep it on the hush. When you talking about comparing somebody to Michael Jordan, you have to understand that there's no comparison to Michael Jordan because he's one of a kind. When you're on the top of so many different lists, you can't give a guy who's simply on one list with him the comparison. Let me break it down. Let me get smaller for the people in the crowd. I was on IG the other day and I sent this up to some of the community. There was 3 kids. The boy was 11, the 2 girls was twins. They was 9 years old. They was arguing about something stupid. The boy had on Jordans. Okay, that don't mean much. The 2 girls had on custom Jordan Chicago Bull 23 dresses. Now I say to myself, do those 2 girls know whose dress that they mama went and bought and had made special just for them? Do they know that man? Do they know what that 23 is? The shit is so crazy that little 9-year-old girls are rocking the Jordan brand because of how much of an impact that number means. And they talking about retiring it all through the league in the NBA. So when you don't ever bring up nobody being close to Jordan unless you're going to talk about Jackson. That's the only Michael that you can compare to Jordan is Jackson. But back to my man Ennis for the last little time I got. He is the future, and this just solidified it.
Thanks for your thoughts on Hitchens and the Eddie Hearn audio and everything we talked about? All right. If you're watching this on YouTube, now is a great time to hit the thumbs up. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. Put this episode in the eyes of other boxing fans. Bo Rogers. Are you there? Bo Rogers. Bo Rogers. Bo Rogers. Are you there? If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Bo Rogers. Talk to us.
Can you hear me now?
We hear you, man.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
First time at it.
Yeah, yeah, man. Oh, that I seen that shit Eddie Hearn was talking about, and I seen Richard Hitchison. Why? That is a good fight. That would be a good fight with Devin and Richard. I like to see them. They don't never seem like people don't never try to put them type of fighters together. And Shakur and them guys, they don't never try to put the boxers together. It's always about the money when it won't sell and all that shit when it comes to them type of guys. But yeah, I seen that shit. But Ness, that idea you had about people putting up the money. I had thought about that too. Like before I ever started calling the show, I had thought about that also. And we were trying to think of a way to get the money and have it saved so people could. But then I thought about this. Why don't we just skip all that and just do a GoFundMe and see if we could get, somebody people to fund. You can put as much money as you want to put to it. And then after they get to a certain amount, we, let the promoters or whoever we gonna be trying to get the fight for to know, this is what we got in the GoFundMe account. So that way, you don't have to go through all that other stuff, to try to set up an account and all that shit. We just GoFundMe. And that's just something that's just, I know that's off topic. That's off topic, but I be thinking about the same way you be thinking on a whole lot of stuff. But another thing I want to bring up, I told you Matisse should have stayed with PBC, and he could be up next for Pitbull. And that fight right there is intriguing because I think Matisse I think he only
up
made
next for Devin. Devin
I
already
don't
said
think
he
they go.
trying to undispute. So Devin already said he
But
got
I
a good
heard,
relationship with Eddie. So like he in the right
but
place.
so if he gonna fight, if he do that, he don't have to fight Sandor.
Nah, he gonna pay Step Aside again. He paying Step Aside right now just to fight Ryan.
Okay, if he do that, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Because I was starting to think he was, I don't know why they don't. I like to see Sandor Martin and Devin though. I want to see Devin in there with a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who don't just come forward and trying to put the pressure on him. I want to see him have to think a little bit with a guy. You know what I'm saying? Not just try to be on the defense hitting that. Yeah, I want to see him have to go through that, cut the ring off, and all that type of stuff too. So I like to see all that happen. But like I told you, just about everything I be telling you, y'all start talking about it a little bit later on down the line. But I think I was the first person that bought that pit bull and Matisse ideal out there. But then he left. So, I was just thinking about that. And it was something else I wanted to tell you, Ness, but I can't
To be
think of
fair,
it right
though,
now.
they wasn't in the same division. Now they are.
But that is the
Well,
bell, Bo. Do appreciate you, man. You know I'm a good guy. I seen you waiting all that time. I made sure to get to you. Frank. Who is Frank? Why do y'all do this? Send these. Oh, I see it. I see the correlation. Shout out for the counterpunch going to Mr. Perfect.
It's the perfect. Hey, what the fuck do CYP be talking about?
Nobody knows, bro. He lives in his own world.
Like, like, you just said Boots ain't did nothing. I mean, yeah, Boots ain't did nothing. That mean his coach ain't did nothing. What do his coach got to do with Spence, bro? Spence then did something. So what do his coach have to do? Like, what do his coach have to do with Spence? Training Spence to get new shit in his arsenal. That's the only thing. And he only getting ready for one person, bro. Because he gonna wipe all these niggas out, bro. And yes, I'm a Spence fan. And yes, I like Boots. I've been liking Boots. I like the Spence and Boots fight. I'm not a Boots hater. I'm not a Crawford hater. But you gotta make sense when you say shit, bro. Like, you just said something about his daddy ain't do shit. What do that have to do with Spence? Like, this nigga just be calling in talking nonsense. I'm out of here for that. I just gave you that free fire. This nigga tripping. I'm out.
I, Judah man. We got Jerry. What is up?
Let him cook. Let him cook. First and foremost, feliz viernes, amigos. How are you today?
What up?
Is Marco still on?
Possibly.
Send him a help.
He is not, man. He left the pillow on screen, just the background of
Listen.
his couch.
Listen. Spence, once again, has an issue with communication. Just like when he was spinning the block and collecting, doing all the heavy lifting, if he would have just got his message out from the very beginning, everything would have been cleared up. Again, I agree with Marco. He is not sending out the correct message. If you indeed want to get that payback, if that rematch is on the table, make it clear. Because only the diehard Spence fans, which I admire, stand by your man, young man. Stand by your man. But make it clear. Don't jump out into the ring after telling Crawford on Twitter that you were headed to the ER and you were incapable of the rematch. Now, Ness, during the day, I agree, you're the bionic $1 million man. But at night, your new nickname is 50 goddamn cents, because how dare you allow your fans to call on here and give your platform false information? Espinosa just came out and said Crawford agreed to all terms. The rematch was going to be at 154. Can we stop the BS? Enough is enough. So I agree with Marco. If you're going to rematch Crawford, make it clear. Don't jump into the ring like, I don't wait for anybody. I'm big fish. Buddy, come on, man. Come on. So let's put that to rest. But let me get to my boy Benavidez, because yesterday's show was too quick and fast. Hopefully you had a great time with your princess. But isn't it amazing, Ness? Let me ask you a question. If David Benavidez was with Eddie Hearn, if David Benavidez was with Tom Brank, if David Benavidez was with Golden Boy, where do you think he would be today if he was featured on ESPN? If he was featured on DAZN, on that platform? The way Eddie Hearn, the way Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, the way Top Rank gets their young stars out in front. Benavidez is a very young, humble man. And it's crazy, when we started to talk about him having to promote himself, he was on Fit and Fresh and Fit. Today, he's on Cigar Talk. And if you listen to the man talk, Julius, my good friend, he answered every one of your questions. So I am a firm believer that
Real Jose. To this day. I got Troll Beta with the $50. He says, Sweden. Or try to get Eddie on the show so we can ask him the questions. Hey, all you got to do now is go to Patreon or the members page, and you can ask Eddie, Jose Benavidez Sr., David Benavidez a question. Danny asked me to put those posts out. They're out. He's going to get those questions asked. So first come, first serve. That's how it goes. You know what I mean? First come, first serve. You never know how many minutes Danny has to interview these guys. So, you know, you got to get your question in Now, before it gets to the bottom of the list, Smoker J, member for 1 month on that prospect level. Can't wait to see Pacheco take over super middleweight. He got Berlanga problems. RRT Boxing with Mr. A, $5. How much will Haney versus Dalton Smith be as a nice UK welcome? Ask this, please. You wowin'. He wants you. You gotta ask that on Patreon if you want it for Eddie because he'll never remember that super chat. He's gotta be able.
Don't even put that on Patreon, brother. Why would you? Come on, bro. It's limited time with Eddie, and that's one of the questions y'all want me to ask.
Well, I mean, everyone that will be asking the question, would have been on the right level to do so. Real Jose, go ahead.
Yo, what's good? Hey, is Tito fighting at 140? Tito Mercado, or is he at 35?
Today he is fighting at 40.
Hey, he needs to go after that Pitbull belt, bro. Somebody call his daddy and tell him to get that contract.
Pitbull ain't fighting no Mercado, man. He got Al Heyman. He got Al Heyman. You think Al Heyman is blind?
But Pitbull, Mercado's his own guy, ain't it?
Yeah, but they would have to sign him. I don't know. I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right.
I mean, because I think Mercado would probably be the bigger draw after he beats him, But anyways, I think Hitchens is
like you saying like bigger if he wins.
Certainly no data
definitely
to indicate.
Definitely not the bigger draw right now.
Yeah, certainly
nowhere near.
No. If he wins, he becomes a superstar.
Hard to say,
so
man.
Yeah, I disagree, but I think that he becomes notable for sure. Yeah, but I mean, you can't beat you can't beat a guy that's not a superstar, and then think you're gonna become a superstar.
Pitbull is pretty damn close. Y'all might not like his style. Y'all might think his style is very beatable, but to the casual, bro, they got so many Mike Tyson memes coming out, bro. Bro, my parents brought him up to me. My parents don't even watch boxing,
that's
bro.
Cool, that's cool. He's a likable guy. That's cool, but I don't know that you maybe you have a different meaning of superstar, but he's like nowhere near. But he's definitely he's definitely a popular guy, very likable guy.
Yeah, he's definitely became a star. But anyways, I think Hitchens is doing the right thing by calling out Haney because with what he has to offer, which is almost close to nothing, his style is very difficult for anybody else to beat. And I think Haney and Shakur, well, any boxer really is the only one that can beat him. I think he'll beat any brawler for the most part. I mean, because the dude can fight, even if you guys want to call him boring or not. But yeah, I just kept that short and sweet on the Boots and Earl thing. I mean, I guess his trainer would be good for him. I don't know. I ain't got much to say about that. I guess. I mean, we all know who his daddy is. But that's my call.
What do you mean? Was that like a play on words, or you saying we all know who Boots' daddy is? Or who Earl's daddy is, meaning Crawford.
Earl's daddy is Crawford.
Yeah. That's what I thought you meant, but I didn't know because you know how it is. You know how it is. But Real Jose, that is about to be the bell. You the man. We got Mr. Lemons in the 816, $5. What about what Espinoza said about the rematch? I guess you're saying what Jerry just said. New York Bullet, $2. New York and Connecticut, Marco, earthquake. Whoa.
Yeah, and
that's crazy.
CYP counterpunch and Leonard Sterling 5-pounder said a 4.8 magnitude earthquake in New Jersey, felt it in New York.
See that?
So I guess it was in Jersey. And
he said we missed the question.
One of my boxes.
The other part
you missed
says
my
you missed the question.
Super chat asking Marco a question.
Which is Marco, think Spence will wait until Fundora returns?
He's gonna try and get a belt. So he's going to either do Fundora or who are the other
Fundora's
54 belt
out for
holders?
6 months, brother.
Yeah, what about Charlo? What's his deal? He still has the belts?
No belt, brother.
So who are the other champs?
Israel Masvidal. And that's it, right? One belt's vacant.
Yeah, so the answer is he probably won't wait because I don't think he wants to wait. You said 6 months? I thought it was 4, but
6 months.
he might have no choice unless he could fight for a vacant. Like
Yo,
they might
so-
set up him versus somebody for a vacant shot. But he wants a belt. I know that.
Word. Danny?
Yeah,
Danny?
No, I was gonna
Ness?
say, my
Dirty
friend,
Jersey.
my friend, they're at JFK, and they just posted. Was that an earthquake or am I
Yeah,
tripping?
it felt like I thought my cats were under my couch, like wrestling. It felt like the couch was shaking maybe like half an inch each side.
Counterpunch, Jerry.
Were you scared, Marco?
Nah, I wasn't scared. I thought it was we have a building doing construction across the street, and that would shake the ground sometimes.
Let him cook, fellas.
Let him come. So
Sorry.
now that I've got the Boxing Voice panel back, I want y'all to debate this among yourselves once I get off the phone. Would David Benavidez, the monster, be bigger and more advanced in his career if he was on the zone and had Eddie Hearn out there speaking on his behalf? If he was on Top Rank, featured on ESPN, and had an Aram out there speaking on his behalf, and Tim Bradley speaking on his behalf? Or if he had Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya as the microphone chief preaching on his behalf, would he be better than where he is today, fighting as a co-main for Tank Davis, who no one knows what they just did for pay-per-view buys, but I guarantee you we've heard crickets since Saturday. That goddamn show tanked, no pun intended. So I'm here to tell you that this June 22nd, June 15th, July 1st, July 4th of July, whenever the hell that's going to happen, that show won't do more than 250,000 pay-per-view buys. But my man David Benavidez, the humble, hungry monster that he is, will gratefully take the stage as the co-main with Tank Davis. But is he where he needs to be? And I say to you, my friends, please debate me. Please tell me that he wouldn't be further along in his career in the zone with Eddie Hearn, further along in his career with Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya, further along in his career with Top Rank, featured on ESPN with Bob Arum. This is Jerry Soriano. You're in it for life. Let him.
I don't know if Jerry knows, but he's already been on ESPN. He's already been on First Take. He didn't have to sign, and I don't know if Jerry knows, but Top Rank tried to get him, and they already had to pay for doing funny business.
They went to court, right?
Yeah. And,
It was right after.
And I don't know if
I'm
he
not
knows.
mistaken.
I don't know if he knows that we had an entire show about Oscar not doing good on this Golden Boy pay-per-view with Devin and Ryan, and the fact that the undercard just got announced 48 hours ago or less. Like, you asking David to leave PBC to go to those entities and fight who exactly? You know, who would he be fighting over there? Counterpunch,
It's crazy you say that because
CYP.
in my interview with Hitchens is out already for all the members. It'll be out to the public in an hour. My interview with Pacheco out in 3. But Pacheco said, he's like, man, it feels like a lot of the super middleweights are on the PBC side.
Yo, fuck all that. Listen, they have great fights. You complain about the numbers. They have great numbers. You complain about the fights. It's funny how PBC gets all this hate from certain fucking weirdos. I don't get it. You want a great fight, but what were the numbers? We have a great number, but what was the opponent? Shut your ass up. Estock Pitbull Cruz profile grew tremendously in 2 fights where he was once supposed to be the undercard, then got moved up. Then the other one, he was strictly the motherfucking co-main. And look how his profile continues to grow. Canelo was on undercards, pay-per-view undercards, growing and growing and growing and growing. But some people just don't really know boxing. They just watch big boxing. Y'all, I'm gonna call y'all big boxing, no research. Now, lastly, homeboy, I don't know your name or who you are, but you can't comprehend well, but you're black. I get it. Your IQ fucking low. Do you realize that I was giving Spence, Boots, Pops, and Boots credit, dummy? I wasn't taking credit from them. I was saying that people who say that Boots has not done nothing, he's overrated, he's a hype job. Why, if that is true, why would Errol Spence, one of the greats of our time of boxing now, want to go train with his pops? If that was true, stupid motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you that he is the goods. He is what we think he is. That's why Earl wants to work with him. Dummy, please, black men, I'm trying to be nice to y'all. Don't call in talking about what I don't know. Because if we take an IQ test, I beat you. If we put degrees up, I have more than you. Stop with this fucking insulting. And that goes for the host too. I live in my own world. Cool. But you don't want to join that motherfucker. I'm gone. CYP out.
I never insulted you.
I would not want to join the world that you live in, CYP, because in the world that you live in, it's like Inception, bro. You control it, Anybody watch that movie? But CYP, we got another counterpunch for you from Isaiah, who says, counterpunch for CYP only to get his insight on Hitchens.
Derek Lincoln, $2.
What did he say?
He said we just had a 4.8 earthquake here in New Jersey, nuts.
Damn, y'all better be careful, man.
Yeah.
I think
just talked about this.
Yo, y'all got an island. It's an island too. Y'all could go under, Marco.
My boy said
that's funny. Don't you have family in Jersey?
His cell phone service.
Who, me?
Is out.
You.
Yo, everybody for themselves, man. Only the strong survive, Marco. I've been waiting for an apocalypse to happen for a long time. I'm all ready. I'm all ready. I've been watching years of Walking Dead. All them shits, man. All them shit. I'm watching Silo right now on Apple. I'm ready like a motherfucker, B.
What's wrong with you?
Nah, for real, bro. I think that, if we went back to you ever watch Book of Eli?
Nah.
You never. This fucking guy, man. That comedy club better be hitting, baby. Shit taking everything. You don't watch fights. You don't watch Book of Eli?
Nah, I don't watch no Book of Eli.
Denzel.
What about it?
Book of Eli.
I ain't never
the answer's still no. What about it?
Jesus Christ, Danny, you fucking
I know what it is.
You never seen it?
Nah, it don't seem like my type of movie. I love Denzel, but it don't seem like my type of movie.
Bro, let me tell you how halfway through the movie, I finally realized he's blind. Y'all gotta watch that movie, man.
You're an idiot. I ain't watched it and I knew he was blind.
There's no way you can know he's blind. There's no way you can know.
Bro,
there's no way you can know. So, someone told you. Someone told.
I
don't do trailers. I don't do reading synopsises, man.
Oh no, I gotta do a trailer.
I'd
rather take 2 minutes to know I'm not gonna waste 2 hours.
Nah,
so
bro.
What's the point of it?
Crazy? It's like big fights, Danny. Obviously, there are those very rare occasions where you get a De Los Santos Shakur, but Shakur puts on good fights, Devin puts on good fights, Canelo puts on good fights. That's how it goes. When you're an actor, Tom Cruise puts on good movies, man. De Niro puts on good movies. Denzel, you could go watch a Denzel movie.
No, for sure. Like I like Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
He puts on good movies.
I just seen some shit, never heard of it. Some shit I typically wouldn't have clicked on.
Prisoner?
Yeah.
You loved it. With Hugh Hackman?
Yeah, it was good.
You fucking loved it.
It was good.
Bro, you mad late. That shit 20 years old, B. How, B? You really need, if you like that, you really need to watch Book of Eli. But whatever. Go ahead, finish, man.
No. Point is,
Nah, and I'm lying because if you saying 20 years old, I forget the name. I don't remember names, but it was his newest shit. Whatever his newest
I
shit
don't know that
was.
it's 20. You know I exaggerate about everything, man. I got
But
Malcolm with the
regardless, again, I'm the type because you say this. You say,
what?
bro, if you like somebody, follow their work. It don't
Word.
matter. You know, so I've done that with directors.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like I started do it with actors, and you're right. But I don't know, Booker Eli, I love Denzel, love his work, so diverse
Nah,
he
you should
is.
watch it, bro. I'm telling you, it's mind blowing when you realize like what that movie is about.
Is it like what's that other movie? The day after tomorrow or something? Is it like that?
Nah, man, because
Where the
again,
world is ending?
definitely the world's over. Shit's done. They post apocalypse
Oh, so this post,
for
okay.
sure, for sure. Post fucked up world for sure.
And this like the rebound, the get back.
Ain't no get back. This fucked up world.
No. I'm saying the get back, like the rebound, like now we gotta get back on our feet.
Ain't no get back. Fucked up world.
Yeah, but you gotta build it back up, no?
Ain't no get back. This
Okay.
movie's based just in a fucked up world.
Okay.
It ain't no get back. There is
Fucked up
sanctuary.
world.
There's a sanctuary. That's
Okay.
it.
So why
I'm
so 30
shocked you
seconds
ain't watched this. Yo,
30
come on,
seconds,
man.
why should I watch it? Go.
Why should you? Because there's action. If you're a man, there's action. You know, it's a thriller. And then it's the twist, the plot twist. When you finally realize, now you know because I'm telling you. But again, bro, it's insane. Like, come on, the opening scene, my man kills this cat from like 1,000 yards away by bow and arrow. You don't know he's blind. Then he's eating the cat. Now you know shit is fucked up. He eating the cat now. No, this is a good
Did he
movie.
cook it or did he
Of
cook it
course he
or
cooked that
raw?
little motherfucker.
He just ate it raw like a tiger.
King
Hey, he
Counter
could
for
have been on
Malcolm.
some
King
demon
Counter
time.
for Malcolm. Nah, he cooked that shit. I can't believe you ain't watched that. That's sad.
They're saying that it's based on rebuilding at the end.
Ain't no rebuild, Danny. Don't fall for these. Who watches movies every day? Me or these freaking guys giving you tidbits? Ain't no rebuild. I told you there's a sanctuary, and that is the end. There's nothing. There's no rebuild. We don't
I
get
don't
that
know, bro.
movie.
Like your shit, it's either gonna hit or it's gonna flop. Like any recommendation
Man,
you've
get
given
out of
me,
here,
I've either
bro.
loved. No, I'm being honest. I've either loved them. Most of them I've loved, but then there's some I'm like, yo,
Which
man, my
one?
man,
Bro, people
Which one
literally
flopped?
DM me all the
Danny,
time
tell
like,
us.
yo, that movie you was telling Danny about, that shit. I promise you, I'm not making this shit up. Like, all the
Danny, which
time.
one flopped?
You know what? It's
I got a
probably
King Counter
cause
on. Hold
it.
on. Hold that
All right,
thought.
let's
King
start
Counter.
going.
Let him get it. Let him get his motherfucking King Counter. Malcolm, what up?
Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
I see the title of the show. I'm happy about the news. I do want to ask a couple of somewhat random questions before I say what I got to say. The first
Well,
one
hold
being,
on. Let me pause it, because that's why I said I ain't want to live in CYP's world. Then I forgot. Y'all misunderstanding. Earl never said he want to work with Bozy. Bozy said he wants to work with Earl, and he put out the message. All right?
okay. Well, the rest of this call is gonna be in fantasy land. Then no
We
big deal.
unpausing the time now.
Okay, yeah. So the first question I want to ask is to Marco. Is your name Marco or Marcos with an S on the end? I've heard both, and I
Well,
don't
no,
know the proper.
Ness likes to add the S to give me some Dominican spice, but it's just an O.
Yeah, it's Marco.
Oh, okay.
There's no
Okay,
S,
right
just
on.
Marco.
It's kind of like Eddie Hearns.
No, there's no
Okay.
I used
like
to
it's
say
like
Eddie
Joe
Hearns.
Budden.
Like Joe
Yeah, I
Buttons.
got
Yeah,
you.
like Joe Buttons,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I feel you. All right. So, and my other question was, do y'all have a timetable for when Keith Thurman is gonna return?
Nah, man, he just got his surgery, man. Nah.
Never.
And you
Nah,
know
let me
what it
stop.
is, man. Like, how is he gonna return? Like, not saying how, like it can happen. Like, meaning, like, what are they gonna offer him now, right?
All right, I got you. So I'm gonna say shout out to the TBV community first and foremost. Shout out to the boxing guys for pulling Keith Thurman out of that fight. I thought Keith Thurman was gonna get pummeled. So that's a good thing. I'm happy for and also shout out to the boxing guys for uh Sam, whatever, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I'm not even gonna try it. But Fondora's manager or agent or whatever his
Lewickovich.
affiliation is. Yeah, him. Shout out to him for having that change of heart and wanting to give Tim Tszyu a rematch. I think Errol Spence was always kind of overrated. I like Errol Spence, but there was people who had Errol Spence on that pound list, like top 3, and I was like, why? He's only been in one division. Like, I never got it, and I never felt. And Crawford was there for a long time, so he was like he said, he was taking the easy route. Um, I never had him that high. I think that I love the opportunity. I know this is fantasy land, but I think that's a great idea. I do detect some kind of rift between Errol Spence and Derek James, so maybe he does need a new trainer. You go over there and you train with Bozy, and exactly if you want to get the rematch with Terrence Crawford, that to have Boots in the camp is the formula. That's the only way I can see it happening. Um, he gets the new weight division. He gets a little stronger. I think that Errol Spence should be looking at a Danny Garcia rematch to kind of get back in the ring, uh, get his feet back under him, get some confidence, win a fight. After the Danny Garcia rematch, let's see fucking Errol Spence get in there with Keith Thurman. Why he don't gotta fight Keith Thurman? Just because he said he never would? I don't know why we do this. We give these boxers
He's
this.
standing on business.
Nah, man. We give these boxers we make them think that they bigger than the sport. Errol Spence got to fight Keith Thurman, bro. They the same age. They came up in the same era. They in the same weight class. That's a fight we got to see. You know what I'm
And they
saying? So
both
he
coming
needs.
off injuries. It'd be perfect right now.
Yeah, it'd be perfect. Get
Only if
your
they
ass in there with
happen
Keith
next,
Thurman.
but Thurman is still out. Like Earl is ready to go. He looking for
I know.
trainers. I mean, I don't know
That's why
that.
I
I don't
said
know that
Danny
for sure,
Garcia
but
first. That's why I said Danny Garcia first. I heard an interview with Danny
who?
Garcia recently.
Danny and
What you
who?
mean? Errol.
Danny and Earl rematch?
Yeah.
Nah, come on, man. What you doing to us, bruh?
Why not?
Why yes? Like, why?
Who else Errol gonna fight?
My dude, what did Danny do to prove that like he deserves a rematch, let alone that he should fight Earl again, who he didn't do nothing versus?
Listen, man. No, Errol didn't do nothing versus Terrence Crawford. That's what's doing nothing is.
Nah, man. Come
Not
on, man. Y'all can't keep trying to discredit this man for one loss, man. He lost once.
all
Now
I'm
he
saying is
lost once. Everybody could beat him, and what he did before that one loss don't mean shit. Y'all gotta stop.
no, he lost a fight, so I'm suggesting the tune up. What's wrong with that? Ain't that the way we do things?
Yeah, but why Danny? I ain't got nothing wrong with a tuna. No, I ain't got nothing wrong with tuna. Just know why Danny. Why we gotta watch that again?
Okay, well then who you think would be a good tune up for Errol Spence then?
At 54, give me Lubin.
Lubin? I don't know, bro. That's all right. All right,
I
you
mean,
put Errol
wait. So
Spence.
wait, what's your version of a tune-up? A guaranteed win or show us you back?
Yeah, it's gotta be a guaranteed win to keep the money flowing, keep the activity flowing.
Damn, you want a guaranteed win, man. Abel Ramos, Luke Santa Maria. No disrespect, Javier. Couple D. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I think those last
Vladimir
couple
Vladimir
sound a lot
Hernandez.
better.
Vladimir Hernandez. But none of those is main events. My man going for a main event status fight.
Man, no, I don't want to. Nah, bro. I'm cool on the Errol Spence main event. I'm cool, bro. So get your ass on the undercard. Ain't we talking about Tank and Benavidez in June? Yep. Get your ass
Yeah.
right in there. Get you a
I
fight. You know what I'm saying?
but
And that's all
still,
I really have to say.
but
Y'all have a good morning.
what was this? What was the main event for this last fight this weekend? Look, we had a co-main event that was a fucking main event. So like, Earl still could fight a main event as a co-main event, if you understand what I'm saying. But CYP, you got to count up from Isaiah for your thoughts on Hitchens.
Yo, shout out to dude, but let me tell you something, man. I tell people every day on this show that promoters have the right to lie. They got the right to say what they want to say. I don't have to jump on everything promoter says simply because the promoter's popular. Richard Hitchenson's biggest win is versus Cepeda, who hasn't had a big win in 3 years, and he lost all his title fights. That don't mean that the dude who beat him is on the level of Haney and Shakur. Of course he's not. To even give that shit credence is just you playing along with what Eddie Hearn wants you to do. I come from a real background of sports, right? So if a dude is a 7th round draft pick, don't call into my show telling me how he's up there with Caleb Williams in the 1st round draft picks. I'm going to say, my man, get up out of here. I can't do it. Can't give you the coverage. It's draft time. Sorry, can't do it. What I want you to do is get up on that horse, ride yourself to the top, jump over the obstacles, and get yourself better ranked. Get on that horse, boy. Ride it. Buckle up, buddy, and ride that horse. Shout out to J-Mac. That's what I want you to do. All this other shit y'all talking about, it don't matter to me, man. It's okay for you to be a promoter and promote your fighters. But that don't mean everybody got to believe the bullshit you kick. If anybody listening believe that Richard Hitchens is on the level of Haney or Shakur, stop watching boxing and turn it to another sport. I think there's a sport called tiddlywinks. Go type in tiddlywinks. I want you to go subscribe, become a member, and then come back and tell me, you know what, man, you right. I said, let that 7th round draft pick be a 7th round draft pick. I don't care about Richard Hitchens the way that Eddie Hearn do, so you're not going to get CYP to get up here and give you no whole soliloquy on how good Richard Hitchens is or isn't. It's not his time to be in comparison to those two men. Get the fuck out of here. CYP out.
All right.
Appreciate the call.
Unbiased Brim. Actually, Unbiased Brim, mute up. My bad, fam. I got a Jerry Soriano, the chef Pepino. Here
Let
to
him
cook.
cook.
Yeah, he's got to cook. Mute up, all right? I'll be back to you.
Let him cook. Amigos.
Amigos.
Audacity of a promoter trying to actually promote his goddamn fighter. But Danny, my guy Hitchens, Richardson Hitchins, I think he's a New Yorker. Don't know if he's got buzz in New York. I know he's got a mouthpiece on him like he's a New Yorker. But I will tell you this, young man, Eddie Hearn is pushing you to the limit. So once you get to the edge, you can jump. This fight, I believe, is an IBF eliminator. I hope you feel good rehydrating 10 pounds. Because if you don't take on Matias next, pobrecito, your days of Twitter wars is over. But let me continue the subject from yesterday, because he had a little show that came and went. I'm serious about this, guys. David Benavidez is not being pushed correctly. One little small fact that I totally forgot. Did we all forget that David Benavidez was one of the youngest world champions of all time? He stands alone with Mike Tyson and I believe Fernando Vargas being a world champion at 20. And he's about to be 27. So when I talk about Benavidez not being pushed correctly, guys, let's take a step back and look at everything he's accomplished. He's already a 2-time world champion at 168. He's been #1 mandatory for 3 goddamn years. Let's have a little perspective. But let's talk about your interview. And something I personally have never given you credit for. Vanessa, you are an awesome interviewer, brother. Keep your cojones. Don't lose them. But in your interview, David Benavidez answered all questions. Let's stop the narrative. He is going up to 175 to take on all of the smoke. He will wait on the winner of Bivol and Benavidez. And he's going to drag him. He's going to drag him. So the guys like Julius from the Boxing Voice Ring IQ, I know you and I have a bet out there. But here's my bet for you. Just give the man his flowers. Because there are only 2 men in boxing that are true firemen. That aren't scared of the heat. They're very comfortable in it. They don't run from the smoke. They run towards it. The 2 men that nobody wants to fight. The only 2 throwback boxers still alive and active. Because as much as you want to talk about De La Hoya, as much as you want to talk about Mayweather, they were the
champ. He don't address nothing though. Like he's like, yo, why he don't go here, go there? He don't say nothing about the lack of promotion for this particular fight that Oscar's lead promoter in. You know, the lack of pay-per-view draw that Eddie has created. You know, shout out to Eddie.
He completely dismissed everything you brought up after his previous.
No, of course. I mean, you know, it's kind of what they do. Yo, the editor made a short out of the tweet that we talked about. The tweet that we talked about with Colbert and me hoping that he didn't want. Bro, Colbert hit me out like, y'all make a video about anything. I'm like, oh, Chad, that was just a conversation. But I told him, but I was hoping you didn't want that fight though. Like that's a big punching motherfucker, man. You moving up to 140. That's not a good look. And I'm not saying he said he moving up, but I am waiting for confirmation. Unbiased Brim is on you.
Yes, sir. Good morning to all.
Buenos dias, right back at you.
In the words of Jay-Z, he's all right, but he's not real. Hitchens is all right, but he is not the goods, y'all.
What?
He is not the goods. I'm not
what?
sold. This fight is going to be very telling. I think it's going to be a decent fight. I think it's going to be a close fight. If he's a little bit a step above, he'll come out to the victory because he's dealing with a good pressure fighter. I did my research on homie. But that's all. I'm not going to go any further than Hitchens because I'm ready to talk about something else. Listen here. Y'all got a genie? Y'all got a lamp? Y'all can rub 3 wishes? Let me know if y'all got one. If you can make 3 wishes for Errol Spence, because right now, if Errol Spence even having a chance against Terrence Crawford is a wrap. You can make 3 wishes to get Eddie Futch, Custom Model, and Emmanuel Stewart, and it ain't gonna make a difference. Errol Spence will fight Bud 10 times and lose 10 times. He will not beat Bud on any given day on this planet. He has a chance to go fight somebody else like a Lubin or someone else, but if he steps on those in that arena with Bud, he get washed. He gets washed every time. We seen it. The evidence is there. So you can play whatever you want to play. I said what I said. He gets washed. No chance. It's a fajita rap. And all this talk about he ducking, Bud agreed to the terms. People, CYP, Jerry was even right for once. It was Espinosa said it already. I don't know why people keep on capping and using all this other bullcrap. So I think Errol Spence can continue his career, but the way he moving in the optics, that's the best suggestion for him. Stay far away from Bud, because if you fight him again, your career over with. And I said it, and I mean it, and evidence is already there. So if you disagree, I don't give a shit. And we had a 4.8 earthquake. I thought my neighbors was humping upstairs, but it was actually an earthquake. I'm really surprised. The East Coast is getting a little West Coast love.
Nah, shit getting crazy out here, man.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. But why y'all think Errol Spence got a chance against Bud if they fight again? I want to know. Explain to me.
If he trained with Bozy and he getting that spawn from the How do you pronounce the word properly, Danny? Who's busy always doing something else? Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous,
Fucking
motherfucking
phonics didn't work for you.
Gerard
Eddie
Ennis.
Fudge custom model in the manual story could not help him be the B bud.
I mean,
if
that's
all
your
three of them was
opinion.
helping.
That's your opinion, and
Sure
mine
is.
is the
It sure
opposite.
is.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to see each other at the betting line.
You
All
think
right,
that? What do
if
you
it
think,
ever
Mike?
happens, which I
See
don't
me
think
at the
Spence got the nuts to do it. I don't think Spence got the nuts to do it, but if he do, I will send you a super check. You will have to send it back to me with a double.
Spence
You
want to get
heard
that
me?
shit in blood. You heard what he told his son. We gonna
Yeah,
get that
right.
back, gang.
7 months later.
You heard what he told
7
his
months
son.
later,
You heard what he told his son. We gonna get that back, gang. We about to link up. About to do the big link up with Bozy. You know what I'm saying? Now we just putting that into existence. You know, Bozy put the message out there. You know, we just want Bozy to get the big fish. We got JXV88, $2. All these woulda, coulda beens about David Benavidez delusional. Right back at us with another two. Delusional Jerry. All these if about David Benavidez. Quit the cap emoji. Mad Bent 100 member for 40 months on a contender. See, I always like when a person like that wins the raffle. 40 months, and he won these brand new Kenichi Bear Black Hibernation 5C set, new drivers, updated, detachable, attachable mic. Shout out to Mad Bent in Kansas City. Stand up. Daily dose of Tanquil, he says. Heathens on that level for sure. I expect a KO this weekend. Tanquil, summer. Nonetheless, right back at us with another 5. Second dose, eye-looking emoji. Testing. Testing. Hitchens the goods. Hitchens beats Valdez, Regis, Cambosis, and Loma. Well, damn. You sure about that, my brother. We got a counterpunch from Mr. Perfect right back at us.
Yo.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah, I ain't got CYP is living his own world, man. I'm gonna leave him alone. I ain't even gonna respond to him, man. Jerry, I've been waiting to counter punch you in your shit. Can y'all please tell me when did Espinoza say, "Oh, the rematch gonna happen at 54"? Please, because he was on record saying the rematch wasn't gonna happen. So please, can we get an audio of him saying this? Please, somebody, please look it up. And just because you coming in there screaming like Macho Man Randy Savage, don't mean you're right, bro. Can you stop fucking talking like that? That don't mean you getting your point across because you talking like Macho Man, bro. Can y'all please find the audio where Espinosa says Crawford agreed on all terms with PT54 and Earl didn't? Because he's on
That's what
record
I'm saying.
the rematch is not happening.
That's what
Please
I'm
tell me. That's all I want to know. Thank you. I'm out.
Bruh,
It's a
you
smart
had
man
me
right there.
dying back here. I wish I ain't had my mute on, so I gotta heard me laugh. That Macho Man shit had me dying. Oh man, salute. We got who next? Let me see. Where my sound bite?
Who next?
People's champ. What up?
Yo, Ness, Marco, Danny, how's my audio, brothers? Can you hear me?
Straight.
Shout out to the whole TBV community. Hey, before I get on the topics, Ness, I got a bone to pick with you, brother. Pause.
Stop playing.
It's something you done did a few times.
What I do?
Something you done did a few times, man.
What I do?
When you're trying to make a point, can you please stop using the fucking Rocky movies as an example as if they're real, bro?
Bruh.
No, they're not real, my nigga.
Movies make us believe.
Hey, that shit's
Tell his
annoying.
ass,
Like,
bro.
Errol
Tell his
could,
ass.
hey, he'd be like, Errol can bounce back. Look at Apollo Creed. Like, bro, that's not real, bro. Stop doing that
and
shit, my nigga.
and then with the Francis Ngannou, he compared it to the motherfucker from Creed 3. And then whenever he talk about a fighter getting in the Hall of Fame, he bring up Rocky like the motherfucker ain't in a different
Exactly.
category.
Bro, let my Rocky
Hold on,
movies
man.
live. I don't get
I
what y'all.
fuck with
First of
Rocky,
all,
bro. But stop using Rocky as an
no,
example for
no.
real life shit.
How many boxers walk out to Rocky? How many? Y'all can't take
Bro,
that out of boxing, man.
don't use it as an example to be like, yeah, Errol can bounce back like fucking Apollo Creed. But let me get to the topic. It's funny as shit. But I was gonna call in to cook Mr. Perfect, but guys like Unbiased Brim, who's my Rookie of the Year nomination, Unbiased Brim be cooking. Brother, please. The rematch didn't happen. You right, but it ain't because of Bud. But the rematch didn't happen because Errol Spence popped up on Twitter with a fucking eye patch talking about he had cataract surgery and glaucoma surgery.
That's what I
And
said.
Bud was visibly fucking disappointed and was like, bro, this what you doing, champ? Deuces. 154, 147, whatever weight it would have been at, is a clear talent discrepancy in those two guys. And the ass whooping was inevitable, regardless of the weight class. And if you can't see that, nigga, you ain't perfect. So
That's
change
what
your
I
name to
said.
Mr. Average. But and then as far as Richardson Hitchens, Errol and Bozy, I mean, Bozy could help him out. I'm guessing, Bozy can make him a better fighter if he fights anybody else other than Bud Crawford. If he fights Bud Crawford, he's gonna get his ass whooped regardless of the trainer. Only person that can train him to beat Bud is the American Sniper. Train Errol to put a bullet in Bud's fucking dome from like 300 yards away. That's the only way he's beating Bud. He ain't beating him in the ring. I know it hurts you Errol Spence fans for me to say that, but it's the God honest truth. Just not on the same level
Nah,
talent
you just
wise.
getting a gloat. You just getting a gloat because it's y'all turn to gloat. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go.
Richardson Hitchens, I'm still like not really like completely sold on Richardson Hitchens. I'm trying to figure out, is he a good slick fighter or a great slick fighter? Is he on the level of a Montana Love and a Little B-Hop? They're good slick fighters, or is he an elite slick fighter on the level of a Devin or a Shakur? That's where the jury is still out on me because I've seen some okay slick fighters go in there with an aggressive power puncher and get exposed, like Leon Paro did Montana Love and Steve Spark. Whereas I've seen elite slick fighters go in there and make the quote unquote puncher look like shit because they were just too defensively savvy and their ring IQ was too high. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. Which level is Richardson Hitchens on? I don't know if this guy's the guy that can do it, but if he ever fights Matias, that'll answer all those questions. But yeah, man. Errol, go hire the American Sniper, bro. That's the only way you beating Bud is by putting a bullet in his zone. Don't forget I got a counter punch nest just in case I got to call back in and cook a nigga or teach the class yet again. But I'm gonna let you guys go, man. TVV, I'm out. I got a boomerang, I should say, from my boy Stainless. Shout out to Stainless.
Drew the
TVV, I'm
man.
out. Protect your up at all times, brother. Peace.
Just let me know when you're ready, champ.
I like that guy. That's a smart fella.
Oh yeah? Anybody that agrees with Marco's smart, eh?
What? Who sounds like Rocky?
That's my New York accent, man.
Oh my God.
Andrew Dice Clay. Yo, where's Andrew Dice Clay from? New York? Or is he
Long
from like
Island, baby.
Chicago?
Strong
Oh,
Island.
yeah, there you go. Hey,
Oh no, he's from Bensonhurst. He's from
forget
Bensonhurst.
about it.
He's from Bensonhurst.
Ain't that where
That's Long
Paulie's from too? Bensonhurst?
Yep, Paul is that's a very Italian. Well, he's Jewish, but Clay.
Who's Jewish?
But yeah.
Oh, Clay's Jewish.
Yeah, Clay is Paulie's obviously.
Wheels rolling.
Yo, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, shout out to the Boxer Voice. Hit that subscribe and that like button. All right, just touch on Richard. I think he's gonna win. I bet on him to get the knockout. I think he can pull a knockout. Now, from the call earlier where somebody said they wanted on Rick, it's on Rick about the rematch because Bud was asked about the rematch clause before that fight happened. Bud said there is a rematch, but only Errol Spence could choose the weight and when it happened. Now, that was in the interview. I know for sure. So, there was a rematch clause, and EJ had to choose the weight. But I'm going to go back to the last call that just happened before.
I thought the winner chose the weight.
Yeah.
The
No, no,
winner
no.
chose the weight.
Yeah, and I thought
From the way Bud put it.
Bud said 47. That's why he still got the belts, bro. I don't know, shit fishy,
Now, from the
man.
way he put it in this interview, is the only person that could choose the weight was Errol Spence. Is the way he said it was in the contract.
Well, that's
Now that's just what
that's
Bud said.
definitely news
Yeah,
because
that's no.
that's
We
not
need that
what
audio
nobody
clip,
else said.
clip.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
definitely
get it.
need
I'm
that
gonna go
interview.
looking. I'm gonna go looking and I'm gonna tag y'all on I'm gonna post it on Twitter. I'm gonna tag you in it. All right. So when I
Yeah,
find it, just be looking.
yeah.
But back to the caller before, like he said, it don't matter who helps him.
Oh man,
Errol will never win that fight.
yeah, I
He
hate
will
you,
never win that fight.
man. I want to
You
see
think
it.
Errol's gonna win this?
I want to see it, man. Give Earl his opportunity to do a Gotti Ward. Like, why can't we get a nice
Look,
little trilogy,
Because Gotti
give
Ward
him
was
the fight.
close.
I'm
bruh?
not saying don't
Bruh,
give it
that's
to
why
him.
we. So listen, we getting the second one based off the belief that Wade has something to do with it. If he do it again, it's done.
Look,
Coffin, nail in the coffin. You feel me? It's
give
over.
it to him. But it's
What
gonna
else out
kill
there for
all the
Bud right
Earl
now?
Spence
What else
fans.
out there for Bud right now? That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
Virgil
I just want to
Ortiz.
see. I just want to see. I meant Bud. I just want to
well,
see
I
Bud
told you what I
fight.
want to see from Spence. I want to see him versus Big Charlo. But I don't think that'll happen. But that is something out there that's for him. But like I said, it's the levels, man. It's just the skill levels difference that Earl cannot overcome. And you can say it's weight and all this and all that, but see the thing is Earl was able to do so good in his fights with his style because think about it. He could body everybody back, get him against the ropes, get him against the corners. And then you seen in the first round of the Bud fight, he couldn't move him for nothing. And it don't matter if it's at 154. He's not gonna be able to move Bud off that spot no again. But that's my call, y'all. Keep it up.
Homie, we gonna get Bozy. We gonna go to the dungeon. We gonna hire the strength and conditioning coach. We gonna eat the spinach. We gonna lift the fucking weights. You
You
understand?
better eat the steroids too, because no chance.
Wow, bro. You are like totally biased. Like you.
I'm biased. You're
I'm just
biased.
saying. I'm at least believing that there's a possibility. Like you
Yeah,
out
there's always a
here,
possibility in boxing.
fights gotta happen. Like we don't know. Like we didn't even know Bud was gonna do that.
No, hell no.
So like it's just crazy how y'all write people off, man. This shit is crazy. But hey, we got Killer Season 13. Welcome to that prospect level champ. Buenos dias. What is up? We got H-Town.
What up, Ness? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
H-Town, baby. Hey, shout out to Larry the Loner and CYP. Maybe Larry could loan CYP some humility and CYP could train Larry how to get to the point faster. But
Damn.
Hey man, nah man, Spence got no business with Bootsy, man. He's too old, man. You're not gonna teach that dog new tricks. You need to sharpen the tools he's got. He needs to go to Robert Garcia, or needs to go down there to Kronk with Sugar Hill, or even with Eddie Reynoso, man, to sharpen the skills he's got. You're not gonna teach him how to fight off the back foot and be more mobile than he is already.
He didn't say that. He said he wouldn't change anything Spence does. He just would add, especially some
Well, what's
defense.
he
That's
adding? What's he adding when his son?
the defense.
He can't add nothing to it because his son is just naturally athletic, man. You can't teach that. You're not gonna teach him to have faster,
Think
quick
about it.
reflexes.
I think you overlooking what he showed Stephen Fulton and helped Fulton have great body work versus Figueroa to get him to win. Remember? That was the trainer.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was good body work. But what happened when he ran into the equivalent of Bud, which is anyway a guy that's got a good defense and hits hard.
Bro, I mean, look, y'all don't want to give
I
it
mean,
a chance. I'm giving it a chance. We got to see these guys. We
I
gave
just don't think
AJ
he's
a
the right
shot.
fit. I don't think he's the right fit, Ness. You know, I'll give man Spence a 5% chance of pulling off a victory against Bud. You know,
Yeah, but
but I mean,
y'all only thinking Bud. I mean, yeah, Bozy said we'll get those belts back, but like that don't mean that they're gonna fight Bud or fight Bud right away. Like, you know, he could go
well,
get belts at 54 and keep
okay,
building new legacy. Like, is
you,
Bozy a good match? Y'all only thinking about Bozy won't help him beat Bud. Like, it ain't even say that in the title. It's more about training with Bozy, not training with
let's
Bozy to beat Crawford.
okay. So we all know Spencer's not gonna go for a no name on his comeback fight because that's his model. You know, so you tell me who you think he could get him ready to beat. You think Spence is gonna beat Tim Tszyu? You think Spence is gonna beat
Fundora, Booker Chuck,
Mel?
Mendoza, Lubin. He could get him ready for all those names.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna want Lubin or Mendoza because
Bro,
they ain't bringing him no money.
Lubin could be for an eliminator. Lubin could be for the IBF, eliminator or something. Fundora, not Fundora. Boca Check could be for the WBC interim since Fundora's not available to fight. And now he's next in line for Fundora once he come back straight from injury. Bro, there's a lot that could happen. If he's willing to face Bukacek, he's in the mix. But look, that's the bell
I don't
callers
see. Yeah, I just
lined
don't see
up.
where both of you gonna take him next. All right, man. Hey, I'm out.
All right. We got let me see. Jerry, did you send a counter here? You back at it? He sure enough did, Jerry. Let me see. Let me double check. We got James sends a counter too. Wills, you sent two. Shout out to Jay. I'm about to call you Jay Will for whatever reason. Shout out to JP. Sent his 15. I put you on the list, champ. You trying again. I see you, man. You tried last raffle, it ain't work. Maybe this one gets you. Mad Bent, he sent like 4, so he put himself in position for wherever that Will spun, and he landed on it. But Wills, counter.
Yo, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Okay. I just wanted to get touched back on something you had said. You said that nobody knew that Bud was gonna do that to him. I did though. I bet $200 on it with my brother. I told him, I said, I bet you it'll be a clean white. $200. I can get him on the line to prove it. I knew Bud was gonna whoop him like that because see, this is what people forget about Bud, bro.
Wills, is you really saying you knew you was about to see 3 knockdowns and a
I
one-sided
knew
ass
it.
kicking? Come
My
on.
hand to God. I told my
3
brother, I said,
knockdowns and a knockout? Come on, man. Anybody
bro,
could be like, yo,
my
he gonna
hand to
get his
God,
ass
Ness.
whooped. But all that, man,
My
it was
hand
a
to
lot
God, Ness. I
happening there.
told my brother, I said it's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping. I said it's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping. My brother looked at me crazy, said, "No, it's not. No, it's not. I got EJ." I said, "Bet it." He bet it. I called him after the fight. I said, "You ready to pay up?" He said, "Damn, bro, you called it like that," because the skill level was so wide
Come
that
on,
everybody was.
man. My man said so wide, bruh.
It
Bruh, bruh.
was.
Bruh, the best
And
of
then
experts, bruh. The best of experts didn't predict. And granted, amen to you if you did, bruh. But the best of the experts did not predict 3 knockdowns and a
I
stoppage, man.
understand the best of the people that run the money schemes. They didn't think that, but I thought that, bro,
I
because
hear you,
when you
champ.
look at the levels and you see the difference between them, bro. Earl would not. He should have fought Bud years before that, and yet it would have been closer then, but Bud still would have whooped. I mean, people forget that. Like I say, it go back to what Earl loves to do. He loves to get up on you, push you up off your spot, and move you around in a ring into the corners and against the ropes where he can push you into his hooks. But if you cannot move that guy, you're not going to be able to have no success. And soon, like I said, first round, he came out. What did Earl try to do? He tried to push Bud off his spot. Bud locked his foot down. Boom, get back up off me. And from that point on, that was Earl's whole mind blown out. He was gone. And that's why he got his
I
ass
remember
whooped.
that moment, man. I was shocked
He got
myself.
his heart broken that
I
moment.
was shocked
He
myself
got his heart broken that moment.
when Bud shoved his ass. I said, "Oh shit!" I turned to Elohim Jean. I said, "Oh shit! You seen that?" He
I
right
will
there.
say
Yo,
though, man,
I
Errol
was
looked
like, he ain't the
off.
stronger man. Yo, nah,
Errol
it
looked
was
off though.
that fight. I don't know. Listen,
See,
man.
the
To
reason
me,
people
Errol looked
didn't
off.
think Bud was going to be the stronger fighter is because they forget that he wrestles.
Player, that's the
And
bell. Nah. We got a couple
think
people that did not forget he wrestled and definitely gave him being the stronger man credence due to him having a wrestling background.
Do you think
The
Ness?
brothers,
Do you
the New
think
Orleans
Errol looked a
brothers.
little off?
Say again, brother.
Do you think Errol looked a little off? I remember seeing his eyelids were mad heavy. His speaking slow. He
Yeah,
looked a little off.
I'm usually with the conspiracy theorists, but on this one, it wasn't that he was off. He was off because it was a big ass moment, bro. It was a big
I think he
moment.
was a little off, and I'm not saying he would have won. I just think that he might have been
I
off. There
don't
might have
know.
been some truth to him on
I hate that everybody
medication
tries
too.
to act like it was some some sort of he
Well,
was
it's
on
kind of like
something
when
or he
somebody
looked
looks
off.
so.
But why isn't it that just he got caught in the moment? The
Because
moment was too
when
big. It
somebody
was a
looks
lot
so
of pressure
different.
on his shoulders to live up to
Well,
all
listen to me.
these expectations, my brother.
When
Shout out
somebody looks
Derek
so
Lincoln. Go
different,
ahead. Sorry about that. I
when
should
somebody
explain.
looks so different than you're accustomed to, you got to just call it what it is. I still think Bud would have won no
Yeah, I
matter
mean, he
what
ain't
because it
look
was so.
high or none of that shit to me. He just looked like, this the one.
And his
This the
eyelids were
one.
clearly like he looked high, or clearly there was something up with him. Clearly.
I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on YouTube. I got Derek. He sent his $15 for these Kenichi Bears. This the black set. You feel me? Attachable, detachable mic. So $15 gets you a virtual raffle ticket to get one of these. We giving a set away every single month. Derek, I got you on the lista. We going out to Al in the Bay.
Yo, straight from the Bay Area. Pittsburgh on the map, man. Um, yeah, man. One thing, I think Earl should just stick with Derek James. I think he should just mend that that beef between him and his trainer. Cause Derek James had him right. It was a bad game plan, but he had him right. Could nobody say he didn't have him right leading up to that fight. Um, I don't think that the fight that him and Bud had will be the same fight in the next fight. I think it'll be a different uh type of fight. It may be the same outcome later on, like in the 10th round, but I don't think it will be just that type of beatdown. Um, Going into the next fight. Because um, Earl don't seem like that type of guy who comes back and just gonna throw the same game plan at the wall. This is the same guy that got into 2 car accidents, got back up, beat champions. He didn't just beat regular fighters. He beat champions. So this is not a guy who just gonna turn over and roll over and play dead. This is a guy who got his bumps, got up, shook it off, and said, "I gotta go fight. I gotta go fight another guy. Then I gotta go fight another guy." You know, so all this, it's gonna happen the same way. He's not ready for Bud. It's just the game plan wasn't the game plan. I don't think that situation will be the same situation. And for y'all who keep saying, "Oh, it's gonna be the same situation," wait for the next fight. Then you're gonna be like, "Oh, it's not the same situation." Yeah, because he's not that. He's not that guy. You feel me? Um, I think Richardson Hitchens, he haven't proven to be that guy as the boxer. We know he's talented, but eventually he's gonna have to step up to some huge competition, and then we see who Richardson Hitchens really is. That same thing with Boots. When Boots start fighting those real guys, them so-called killers, then we'll figure out who Boots is. You know, Boots been fighting those. Okay, he been fighting those prospects. Then he's been fighting those
I agree with you.
contenders.
That's
Now he's on
D
the level.
Bell, player. Jerry
I agree with you.
counter.
You got to show and prove. You can't be a star of just potential.
Cook. Let him cook.
Oh shit.
Bringing you another episode. The whispers out of the dark alleys of the world of boxing is that Derek James could possibly be getting iced out by Al Heyman. The PBC, the P. Diddy Boxing Committee. Could it be that Al Heyman is icing Derek James out? By all means, Derek James was on interview not too long ago saying that if Spence comes back, there's only one fight that should be made. And that is to get back at Bud Crawford. But you know who's in his other ear saying, young man, you didn't take my heed, my notice of danger when we were trying to lowball Crawford. I didn't want that fight for you, young man. So you're either going to follow Derek James or you're going to follow my advice, where I can at least get you one big payday before you retire. And you can go out in grace or fight Bud Crawford, follow Derek James' lead, and get embarrassed once again and walk out on a stretcher. Is that the way you want to go out, young man? So here's what we want to do. You need to fire Derek James. He's over there mingling with Golden Boy. He's distracted. He's not even focusing on you like he should be. Because he wants you to go back into the fire. What he doesn't understand is that you're not really a fireman. This sport isn't being about David Benavidez wants to be about, what Terrence Crawford wants to be about. This is about making money. This is a business, young man. And like I promised you from day one, you follow my lead, and I will make you rich. I'm not going to make you one of the greatest, but I'll make you rich. And this is what we do here at the PBC, the PBC, the P. Diddy Boxing Committee. We make millionaires. We don't make legends. This is Jerry Soriano. You're in it for life. Let him cook.
We got
A lot of cooking.
Unbiased Brim with the counter.
Oh, I'm back already?
I mean, you
Man,
pay for a counter, champ.
that's true. I just, hey, listen, the man called before Mr. Let Him Microwave. Bro, wish on a star. If you can get you a time machine and go back like 7 years, that would be your best chance to see Spence beating Terrence Bud Crawford, homie. Listen, shout out to Boychuk, because, you know, we following each other on Twitter. He got my attention. He put up a great fight against Mendoza. Let's see if Spence can beat that guy.
He could get it.
Let's see if Spence,
I see him with his
Spence can get him
subliminals.
left.
I see him with subliminals posting pictures of fish, talking about he about to try and catch a bigger one. You better watch what you ask for.
Well, I mean, I want to know if the Spence fans confident. Are they confident? Because there's a lot of copium going on. Are they confident in their guy? I want to know. Somebody call in as a Spence fan. Tell me how confident you are in Spence that he could get his payback with Bud. He's gonna get it in blood or have
Why
some more blood.
I gotta be all about Bud though? Like why can't we just get back in the mix first? Let us get right
Well,
again.
Well, okay, that's cool, but you know what it is? I wouldn't have a problem with him just getting back in the mix and getting right again if he didn't move so freaking goofy. This whole rematch up, and then you wait 7 months to get cataract surgery because you couldn't see the punches. And then he the truth, though. Nah, dog. Nice try. I see the bull from a mile away. Matter of fact, I saw it all the way from where the earthquake came from, all the way in Jersey. I saw that bull. Man, I ain't hearing it, man. I don't believe the hype, man. Spencer, I was a fan of Spence. Keyword was. I'm not a fan of the guy anymore because everybody talking about how honorable and truthful he is. Y'all respect the guys that don't take the craft seriously and trick off their abilities and then get in positions and get in the ring, get washed up. But y'all disrespect the guy that's true to the game, who's dedicated to the craft. Let's celebrate the guys that's dedicated to the craft and dedicated to the game instead of hating on him because he beat your guy. I mean, I don't understand these Spence fans. I just don't understand it. I don't. Give it up. I want to see him fight again. I don't want to see him retire. I think he can beat some guys. He just ain't got nothing for Terrence Crawford. But the way he's moving and the things that he said is why I come at him about Terrence Crawford. If he had to say, hey, I took my loss and I'm moving on and I'm going to fight somebody else, cool. But you say you want to get back. But then you pop up with a patch on your eye looking like a pirate. I'm done. That's my time. I appreciate you, man.
All right, champ.
All these guys, man. All these guys, when they take their first loss, it's hard to swallow sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's
You
just
know it. Boomerang, people's champ.
Yo, how's my audio?
Straight.
Yeah. In regards to the rematch contract, when the one caller was speaking about Bud saying it was up to Errol, I remember it now. What Errol had to do was, if he couldn't make the weight, remember Bud said all he had to do was put in a petition letting the sanctioning bodies know he could no longer make 147 and the fight would be at 154. So he could have had the rematch at 154, but we all know that he didn't really want that rematch. It's simple, man. I mean, if you want to believe that Earl didn't take the rematch because Bud refused it at 154 and he couldn't make 147 anymore, if that makes you sleep better at night and you can think that he would have beat Bud at 154, had a better chance at 154, and there wasn't a talent discrepancy between the two, then man, I'll be blessed, good brothers. But we ain't pointed out a comeback fight because, like the last caller said, I don't want Errol to retire either. I think the guy's a decent fighter. He just can't fuck with Crawford. The clear fight for him to come back from is the Brian Castano fight. That's the fight that's clear. They had an amateur rivalry where, from what I hear, didn't Castano like drop him or some shit in the Amis or punch him up? So, you got a former champion Castano, action-packed fighter. Like I said, there's some history there. You can sell that story. And that's the fight for him right there. So, yeah, man. Errol, it's all good, man. I want you to get you a solid trainer. Work on your craft. You're a good fighter. You just can't fuck with Bud Crawford. So, yeah, that's exactly what it was, though. All Errol had to do was put in a petition that he couldn't make 147 anymore, and the rematch would have been at 54. But it wouldn't have helped him. He just would have got the shit beat out of him. Probably worse, because Bud would have been a lot stronger, too. Because Bud is complaining about having trouble making 147 even before the fight. In fact, the rumor was, before the ass whipping, that Bud had to weigh in like twice because he missed weight the first time. And so that was the initial rumor that was
we don't
going on these
believe you. You need more people.
So, but yeah, man, that's my call, man. I just had to come in there and put some paint where it ain't again. And shout out to Bud Crawford and all the real ones that know, man. He's the baddest motherfucker on the planet. Shout out to TVV. I'm out, man. Peace.
All right. I got real deal. Ness, low key, a big fish fan. Bud hater. $2 super chat. You're crazy. Derek Lincoln, $2. Just sent another raffle for the Kenichi Bear headphones. Need those with the bear and the headphone emoji. We got Heedy, the trucker. What up, champ? Stay safe on the road. $5. He says, Wilder have a better chance beating Fury than Earl have against Bud. The skill gap is overwhelming. Some people just have your number, but got his. All right, listen. I'm seeing y'all all jump on here, and guess what? We gotta end the show. So, the people that was there, you're there. You know, I'm only taking those. And if that's it, cause I gotta go. I got my princess here, man. So, goddamn. Okay, Tevis, he sent three entries to the raffle. Let me put that in right now. Damn, Tevis. Oh, wow. So that's 5 total for Tevis. Holy smokies. He really trying to win. Appreciate the support. That's a total of 10. Oops. 10 entries. 5 entries, excuse me, for Tevis. Double check it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Wills with the counter. Lucky, man. You wasn't supposed to cut the line. Let me double check this. Right? Wills? Nah, Wills. Wills. Did you send another one?
Hey, Ness, I just want to say, did you forget the video you posted where you said the loser chooses the rematch and the weight?
Yeah,
You
I
posted a video on it like
certainly
a few
forgot.
months
That's
ago.
what I said. But listen, man, we on my princess time. You ain't send the counter. I thought you did. I mistake that 145. We got Malcolm with the counter. But I got to go like a mother freaker.
Mr. Gibbs.
We hear you.
I just wanted to come back and say, I insist that Errol Spence has a light touch for his next fight. I think we all need to take a moment and recognize that he just took a legendary ass whooping. That fight is going to be remembered for a very long time as one of the most iconic, legendary ass beatings of all time. We remember
Agreed.
it's even more legendary because in a press conference, Errol Spence said something about he gonna get out of line or whatever. Or Terrence Crawford said he was gonna whoop him if he got out of line. And Errol Spence said, some remark about being a bad kid or whatever. And that's exactly what the fight looked like. It looked like a parent whooping a kid's ass and the little kid throwing a little temper tantrum, stomping on the ground thinking he gonna do something and just getting his ass whooped over and over until he realized he can't do nothing in the situation. So he needs to take a light touch. He can come back and beat Crawford. I disagree. This is boxing. Crawford can fuck around up there at 154 and get his ass whooped and get humbled. I don't think it's likely, excuse me. I don't think nobody could beat him. But it's boxing. It could happen. He could get caught with a punch. He can get caught with an uppercut from Fundora. He can get beat up, mauled by Tim Tszyu. He can lose, bro. Everybody can lose. So if he was to get hit, if he was to lose the fight at 154, Errol Spence get some training, get stronger, get back to his old ways, get his confidence up. Maybe they can have a fight again in the future. And even if he don't win, just get the get back and just avenge that so that that don't go down in history like that. Because if he doesn't, he's gonna forever be known as the person who took the most legendary ass whooping of this era. That's my call.
Anthony with the dollar cash app says, "Can Earl train with Bomac?" Certainly can if he's really walking away from that fight. We got. Oh shit! I was going to you, the people that were there. You know who you were. You know who you were. JT. JT. Going once. Going twice. All right. We got Stefan sent his $15 to get in the raffle for the Kenichi Bear headphones. Remember, if you don't want to buy your own set, by heading on over to the Kenichi Bear, www.kenichibear.com, using the code TBV to receive 15% off. You can always send $15 to any of the cash apps you see associated with TBV, and that will put you in the running. Army Mike, I know you thought I wasn't going to get to you. But like I said, those that were there, I know who you were. I'm going to you.
Hey, yo, what's up, Ness? I appreciate you getting to me. I know you're on short time.
You the man.
Hey, I just wanted to touch on. Hey, what's up, Danny? Shout out to you folks. I just wanted to touch on the Spence topic. I would like to see him fight maybe like even Tim Tszyu still. Tim Tszyu's going to be ready early. I think that'd still be a good fight. And then what about Virgil Ortiz Jr.? I thought about him as a name too.
Yeah, for Earl, that's a good fight. They have history.
That'd be a great fight.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I feel like Virgil.
Risky, though,
I don't know.
I
don't know if I have a lot of confidence. I don't know if I have a lot of confidence in Virgil yet, just because of the. I don't know what the issue was with the weight for that last fight that he had, with the weight change and then not being at a certain weight. I didn't know if that was planned.
Yeah, he has some illness, man. I don't know. He has some illness, and it's something reoccurring. Like it just
like an autoimmune disease or something.
It be happening. I don't know.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna be. I don't know how he's gonna do in a real big fight, but anyway, I also wanted to touch on another thing on Spence in the injury. Spence has had several fights since the car accident and showed that he can perform against other great athletes at a high level. I think Bud is another story. I'm a big Spence fan. I think he can do better in another fight against Bud, but I don't know if I think he can ever beat him. But one other thing I wanted to touch on the eye thing. Spence had a cataract surgery, and with the cataract surgery, they put a prosthetic lens in your eye, and that lens can move with trauma in the hand. So against a big puncher, I don't know how his eye can hold up. I think he's going to see great, of course, because he's got a brand new lens in there. So he's going to see perfect. But, I think that lens could be susceptible when you take trauma to the head, though, because they can come loose. And then he also can get a secondary cataract over that lens again, which is just a possibility. Because I work with eye doctors and eye surgeons, and so that's where my little bit of insight comes in on that eye thing. And I didn't even know if it was even okay, because it's technically considered a prosthetic. It's a fake lens that they put in, so I didn't even know if it was okay to fight like that, really, Thank you, folks, for the time. I appreciate it.
Army Mike, you the man, champ. Appreciate you. Appreciate you tuning in. Profound Dreamer, since JT ain't take his call, you get his time. Last caller of the day. Get and smash that thumbs up right now. Send me some topic suggestions. I'm going to post on the community page so that you can actually send me some topic suggestions so I can do a late show. I think I could do a show about 8 p.m. instead of the normal 7 p.m., but we'll be shooting for 7 p.m. Go ahead, Profound.
Hey, gather around TVV. That's if you're still listening, and get on down with these profound rhythms. Listen, this Bozy, he gotta relax, dog. You gotta relax. He jumping out there like a thirsty side chick. Number one, Spence hasn't even addressed this in the public, and neither did Derek. He just did the interview with Cigar Talk, and he didn't even address it in the public. So, like, why is you jumping out there talking about who you ready to train? And it's not just Bozy out there acting like a thirsty side chick. Is Robert Garcia also. Like, listen, if y'all really want to train that man, hit him up personally. But all of this public, yapping about it is wild disrespectful to their situation. Personally, I think Derek and Spence need to sit down and work this situation out, because really, it really don't even make sense for him to train with nobody else. You too far along in your career. You too long in the tooth, and you clearly got habits that you're not trying to give up, and you clearly not even trying to fight for too much longer. You just trying to, like Crawford, you trying to get one or two big money fights on your way out. Like, I don't really see Errol Spence taking boxing seriously, any more seriously than he has in the past, moving forward in the future. So Bozy gotta relax, dog. And okay, when Marco had made that comment about not watching, what's his name, Edgar Berlanga, you gave us a lot of slack about not watching prospects, and I just want everything right away, and I ain't willing to watch prospects or whatever. But nah, I do watch Richardson Hitchins because he liked that, and CYP is right. Eddie Hearn is tripping. He not on the same level as Shakur and Haney because he's not a champion yet. He's still a prospect, but talent wise, he right up there. He up there with the Barbozos and all of the other top guys at 140.
I watch Berlanga and those guys. I watch them.
Why the fuck
cool,
you
Marco.
lying? Why you always lying?
Yeah, that's just funny. I'll just say I had just called and I said Berlanga wasn't worth my time. I'm not gonna watch a guy just because he's popular.
That I
You
agree
also
with,
have
but
to
I have
have
watched them.
skills.
My bad, go ahead.
Y'all better stop this Berlanga slander, bro.
It's not slander, Ness. I'm just saying what's worth my time. See, I call myself a casual because I actually pay for what I watch. I'm not like these other guys that steal fights and call themselves hardcores. I pay for what I watch. And if something ain't worth my time, it's not worth my money. And Berlanga, he ain't worth my time or money, baby. But you know who is? Diego Pacheco is worth my time. The way he make adjustments and get dudes out of it, Diego Pacheco was worth my time.
Yo, that's
I'm definitely
the
gonna be
call.
tuning in.
Hawk, you too late, Hawk. I got to go. Princess Tom Ness, GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch me on the next one. Listen, I'm dead ass, man. Please go to the community page. Give me a good topic, man. Cause I've been posting this and y'all not really giving me a good topic. I need a good topic to come back to this afternoon, man.
Let me get my plug out.
And then all members,
That's
go on
right.
over to the Patreon page right now.
That's right.
And ask questions. I will be interviewing
Jose
Eddie Hearn today.
Benavidez post is there. David Benavidez post is there. Eddie Hearn post is there. And that's it. There's others.
Find me on Marco.
Catch us on the next one.
Why you cutting Marco off
Boxing.
on purpose, yo? That's
my bad,
crazy, yo.
My bad. Go ahead, Marco.
Damn, Marcos. This is the song that doesn't end.
Find me on Marco Boxing on YouTube. I just dropped an interview with Bill Haney yesterday.
Oh.
He starts roasting a bunch of trolls in the chat, which is kind of funny, but peep it.
All right. We out. To the next one.
Shout out Nez.
Put the topic in the community page. Do me some justice.